Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Designer Inspiration with myself, Jenny Cleary, and the gorgeous Deb Rudge. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm good now, seeing what you've done, you amazing lady. Deb's done something completely new, completely crazy, completely wonderful in polymer clay, freehand.
Yep, all just moulded by hand, so built in layers.
Now, to give you a little bit of a snippet word, Deb has done a face in polymer clay freehand. For me, I've done sugarcraft faces and things. It's always the nose I struggle with. So Deb's going to show us how to do the nose. We're going to get all the information we need from Deb to create something outstanding. I do need your interaction though. I need that because without it, I feel very lonely and lost in life. 60777 is the number to text me. And I want to know, what do we want to know about you today? We want to know what you've been up to over the weekend, if anybody's got any birthdays or anything bizarre that happened to you. What are you doing with this gorgeous balmy weather? Do you know what? I'm going to give you my Jen's story of the day, because every morning something a little bit crazy happens to me in one way or another. So today I took my son to school, as I always do, and I got out of the car, and as I always do, I left my keys in the ignition because I'm stupid like that. Instead of turning my keys all the way off, I must have clicked engine off, but still done it so like the radio was running, but the radio wasn't on. So I didn't notice. Get out the car, do my usual thing. I had to go into the office because Max had a beach trip and he'd forgotten to give me the letter yesterday, so I needed to get that. You know, that took about 5 minutes. Get back into the car. Tick, 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 tick. Battery gone. No! So I thought, don't panic, Jenny. That's the worst thing you can do in a bad situation is panic. Get out of the car, go into the playground. So then I said to the whole playground, has anyone got a jump ring I can borrow? A set of jump rings I can borrow? Because I need to start my car. Jump rings? What are they? Is it that's a mechanical thing? I'm not very good with cars, said one of the mums. I just need jump rings to start my car. You know, so that I can put them onto your car. Do you mean jump? Yeah, I mean jump leads. Jump rings.
It's easily done.
Jump ring. Only to a jewellery maker
yes.
It's easier done.
Yeah.
Can I spare a crimp bead, please? I got a hole in my tooth. You know, that's how random that was. So that happened to me today. Then, you know, when a guy drives past and sees two women doing something and thinks, this has got to stop right now.
Yeah.
This guy stopped and went, right, what's going on here, girls? I'm going to get out and help you. What's going on? And I couldn't find, I got a stupid Volvo and there's not an actual battery. I had to lift something up. Anyway, he sorted it out. Oh. Your back tyre's flat. Do you know? I didn't know. It was on number blooming 9. Number 9. So I think it was fate that happened to me today. Anyway, I want to know, what happened to you? Well, have you ever called something by the name of which it is not and confused people? I don't know. Let us know. We want to hear about it. Now, today I am going to start the show by giving you something on its own that's never been on screen on its own before, I don't think, and it's a very low price tag. I'm also going to give you some gorgeous tans tonight, some brand new strands that are phenomenal. Where's my brand new rose quartz gone? Who's stolen it? Who's stolen it? No, the brand new rose quartz. Who stole it? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you something. Now, Danny, I've never seen these before. They are glitzy, they're glistening, and I have to have them. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're coming up for you today. Oh, I love this. It's like a gilded mirror of gorgeousness. How much are we in love with this strand? I love it. I need to have it. Sorry about the singing. Ooh. I've taken delivery. Woo, says
nice.
Deb. It is nice, isn't it?
It is.
Have a look at, now I've taken, these are gorgeous. Watch my brand new Rosa quartz. I love this. Cut almost like you think it was a kunzite. Beautiful colour, absolutely adorable colour. Coming up for you later on in today's show. Let's kick off by asking you to get on the phone line, so 800 444 655 if you'd like to buy from us here today. You can also shop online. It's JewelleryMaker.com. I'm having a bit of a hair mishap today. I don't know what's going on. Now I'm going to give to you the orange mandrel all on its own. It's not just a ring mandrel. It's also a mandrel for making triangles, ovals, squares. Have you ever wanted to make a triangular jump ring? Perhaps you want to do triangular chainmail. I'm going to give you a crazy price tag to open your baskets with here today at JewelleryMaker. This mandrel is wonderful for £2.95. Get on the phone lines, £2.95. Come shopping with us here. Fill up your baskets full of fabulousness here today on Designer Inspiration, where we're going to learn loads of cool stuff with Deb. Now, let me talk to you about this mandrel, because this mandrel, I'm going to just get it out, actually. That's happening. I'm getting it out because you need to see exactly what you're getting. This mandrel comes apart, so it's very portable. You just literally do this, it comes apart. Now, you are really getting more for your money with a mandrel like this as opposed to a regular ring mandrel if you want to use it for anything other than rings, because you've got ovals, you can do your bezel sets with, you have got your rounds there as well. Like I said, you've got your squares, so you can frame things. Great with polymer clay, this is. And then you've got your triangulars all the way up to the wee triangle here, and you can do triangle spirals. So if you want to create a bit of pizzazz in your pieces, if you want to use this in conjunction with, well, actually you can create your own cones as well with this, with the end of the mandrel on the other side. I mean, there's lots you can do. You can do, look, you can finish pieces off at £2.95. I love seeing all your names up there on my screens. Thank you so much for shopping with us here today at JewelleryMaker. You do have a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that you buy from us here, and you only pay one P&P no matter how heavy your basket is, and that P&P is £2.95. Good afternoon, Andrea in Yorkshire, Marilyn in Hertfordshire, Jill in Lancashire, Anonymous in Denbighshire, Alexandra in Gloucestershire. Hello to you, NTCR17, the multi-wire mandrel. Debbie, is this in your stash, my dear heart?
It is, yes.
And what do you primarily use it for?
Well, when I'm making wire baskets.
Wire basket?
Yeah, I make it like, it's sort of a cone shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen you do those.
Yeah.
That's what you did on your
with
first
the flowers.
Yeah.
With flowers in the top. That's brilliant for that, because you can wrap round and get a spiral to start your basket. Ooh. And then you weave into your spiral.
£2.95 as well. I mean, it's a great.
But it makes fantastic shapes, and what it does is it gives you consistency, because if you use, I don't know, a mug and try and wrap a wire around a mug, you're not always going to get it in the same place. So you'll get different shapes coming off. Whereas that, every time you do it, it's consistent, it's the same. Yeah. So you've got and the exact same diameters and things like that, and that can be very important, can't it? See, lots of multi-buys for this. We're going to move on because this is absolutely flying, because the price tag is crazy. And I'm going to give to you brand new amethyst. Now, did you see the wonderful Karen Crawford's Art Deco piece? Pyramids is what she asked for in a gemstone shape to create Art Deco. Now, I've got a strand for you that's going to do just that, but this time in the softer gemstone of amethyst. You've got the lovely tranquility of the soft lavender purple here. What I like about these, and actually have a look for yourself, is that one end is flat. This end's flat, look. If I pop it over, you got the cabochon dome. So we can put this against our foundation board. This is brand new. It's beautiful, isn't it? So if you are thinking about doing lots of different colorways in Karen Crawford's Art Deco piece that was so popular with you, then this is definitely one you're going to want in your stash. Now, they're top drilled as well, so you can hang these as pendants. What you can do to make quite a nice modern pendant drop, instead of wrapping around it as though it had a tip, is by putting an eye pin through one end and looping the other, and just attaching your chain to either end of that. It's a nice fluid piece. It looks very modern in that way as well, but you've still got the subtle classicness coming from the gemstone because of the tone. And you can see these are real amethyst as well. I love amethyst because it's February's birth gemstone. I love amethyst because it's a gemstone that I think, well, in this particular colour, it's very calm, very lavender, isn't it? Very calm colour. Really pretty with sort of sage greens and things like that. You can really think about the heather in the garden. And well, actually, I think this is a strand that's very, very close to nature. We got lavender fields by us, and gosh, they are absolutely buzzing with bees and the most amazing scent ever in the Hitchin lavender fields at the moment, and it just reminds me of that. It's got tranquility. Loads of you there for this already. Remember, this is a brand new strand. We haven't got loads of them. Come shopping with us here today. EIG P40, £9.95
incredible, incredible value for you with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Keep your texts coming. We want you super duper interactive today. I want to know if you've ever called something by a name of which it's not, like I asked for jump rings this morning to jumpstart my car until I realised what I was saying. Give us a text 60777. Claire in Suffolk's already on the text wagon. And Claire said, oh yeah, Claire, I had a fright of my life last night with the biggest what's a wolf spider? I have ever seen. Thanks to one of my cats who jumped on my head on the pillow. Oh my gosh, it jumped on you to get, well, it was on your pillow. Oh, what's a wolf spider? Can somebody, what's the word when I don't want to say Google? Web search it, please. You could ask Jeeves or Yahoo. 995, forget, like, what is that? What is it I'm doing when I tap in something? What, seriously, you're going to put, is it a thing? Is a wolf spider a natural thing? I got to be honest, I really like spiders because they eat flies, but they do bite, don't they? Do you like a spider, Deb?
Little ones I don't mind. I don't like the ones where you can see the hairs on the legs and the boots on their feet.
And the boots on their feet.
I don't like them.
Yeah, shut up, that was not on a wolf spider.
No, I wouldn't like that.
That was not on your pillow. Where does she live? Suffolk. Do they have wolf spiders? That's like an actual tarantula. I would absolutely scream blue murder if that came on my...
It's too hairy.
We're not going to put it on screen because apparently it is rather... If you've got arachnophobia, you'll never want to switch on again.
No, much too hairy,
Was it somebody's pet? If my son ever asked me for a tarantula, there would be one answer. I don't want one of those in my house, but I don't mind a spider. Now I've got the heavers. It's like when you talk about knits and you can't stop itching your head. No. I'm so glamorous, jewellery makers. Well, I am a mother, and all glamour is sucked out of you when you become a parent. No, my 9-year-old son, it was 9. Oh. He was 9 on the 9th.
Oh.
So I was, I was very, I was a bit emotional. He had lots of presents and he was very happy. He's now got a football pitch in the back garden with 2 12-foot goals. And then he's got a trip to Wembley is what I got him, yeah. A guided tour to Wembley. And then and some shoes that he wanted from a particular famous footballer. No, not any of them. The one with the hair.
Oh, Bale.
Yeah, he's got the boots, the Bale boots. Although he hasn't got them yet, they're a surprise. Up for Friday. And we've got a death slide arriving. Death slide is arriving. You bringing Freddie? You can bring Freddie, Eddie?
When's this on Friday?
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Now, I'm just showing you what we've got coming up. I know you got the solar quartz. Sorry, I was just showing you. I had to grab it. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful sapphire. Absolutely stunning sapphire. Now that's coming up for you in a mo. I know you love solar quartz, so I'm going to give you that now. Which one do you want to do? Should we do the one in 9? Have a look, because this one is really great for soutache. If you love soutache, look at it. I always think you can see different things in solar quartz. Now solar quartz actually, it has inclusions in it, and the quartz is made up around the inclusions. And they're so interesting because every single one is like a fossil of that inclusion. Have a look here. I really think you can see all sorts of different things. I thought you could see a baby in one once. Yeah, you know, like a baby in the womb is what they remind me of.
That one does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
And I really like that. I love it. I think my sister, obviously, as you know, has got baby Frankie, who I tell you about every 2 seconds. I would have perhaps made her something out of this when she was pregnant, because I just think it's nice. I like the fact that these remind me of that. They're really pretty, and I like the fact that you've got the big drops here. You could almost see sort of Japanese writing in there as well. I think you actually see things in nature, like clouds and things like that. You see what you want to see, don't you?
You do.
Now these are really nice and cool. Solar quartz is always very popular, and I'm sure it's because you look at these and you instantly know that they're organic. You instantly know that they're real. you know, and they feel amazing. They're so smooth and they're so cool to the touch. They're a mixture of greys and greens and whites as well. I think, you know, not only are these individual pendants, the smaller could be rings or earrings. I think these are sort of good luck stones. I look at these as, and I know that sounds crazy, but I am a little bit crazy like that. You know, when you ever pick up something, you think, oh, that's beautiful, and you get it off the beach and you think, it must be good luck, so I'm going to put it in my pocket. It's like a penny strand. Do you do that, or is that just me, Deb?
No, I do it. I pick up all sorts of twigs.
Yeah, if they're a funny shape and you think, that's a good luck twig. Yeah. And then the kids ruin it and you go, that was my good luck twig. Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah. Now, Chloe Jones is back, all pregnant. What are you doing overdoing it on the treadmill yesterday? Don't think you should be doing that, Chloe. What are you doing? Treadmills, pregnant? No. Sit down, eat cake and enjoy it. She's mad. You're ruining the whole point of being pregnant there for me, Chloe.
I don't want to end up like Shamu.
Who's Shamu?
A whale.
A whale. I don't want to end up like Shamu. I don't know. Should be $14.95. But we're taking it down for you. Shall I count them? Shall I give you a little counterino? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've forgotten. That's as far as I can. 7, 9, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nerf. Is that a different language? Oh, sorry, I switched languages, I always do that. $8.95, ZDRU32 is your item code. That's a record low price tag. We're a bit naughty today, aren't we? Starting the show with a $2.90 favour and now giving you this. $8.95. Ring everyone you know. Use your debit card or your credit card. Either is great for us. Beautiful solar quartz. Stunning, isn't it? You haven't seen this since March and we brought it back in stock and we've done something rather naughty and bought it to a brand new record low. I'm doing the voice of Scott Marley. From the Marley clan. Did the Marleys enjoy the last 2 days off? Yeah. Sue in London. Hello, Sue. Hi, Deb and Jenny. I left school at 18. Never worked in a school. Never worked in a school. And I'm 56 now, but for some reason I keep saying at school today instead of at work. Oh, I wish we did go to school. They're so lucky, aren't they?
Yeah, it's good. My son's got 3 days including today left at school. And that's
Is he doing his GCSEs this week?
Yeah.
Poor thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is he all stressed out?
He's not too bad, no. He was a bit stressed on Monday because he had maths, but
yeah, they all have maths. Do they all have it at the same time? So I remember Mia's.
Depending which exam board it is, I guess. But yeah.
They had maths in Hertfordshire on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh,
and again on Friday.
If you're doing your exams, what are you doing? Watching JewelleryMaker. Get back. Go on, get revised. 8, 9. It's important. It's important.
It is.
I never did any revision. I was terrible and terribly naughty. But I fluked it. I fluked it. You were a panicker, Danny. I never did any, and I fluked every single one. Don't know how I did it
either.
Explains a lot.
It explains a lot. Yeah, but I passed every single one. They wouldn't let me in the sixth form, even though I got all my grades. Do you know why? So I was too naughty.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only got myself
to blame. I had to re-educate myself when I was pregnant with Mia, and I panicked and realised I'm going to be responsible for someone, and I'm really not responsible.
Yeah.
So I then did law.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. I was quite good at that. Got a good mark actually as it goes.
That's really impressive.
I didn't know what I wanted to be. In my head, if I had a law degree or anything, then I was going to be rich and everything was going to be fine. Didn't quite pan out that way because someone put me on the telly. Have a look. Some fool put me on the telly selling a Pilates performer. And I never looked back. That is actually a true story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot to be said for Pilates and life-changing experiences. And I tell you what, had I have got that law degree, I'd probably be wearing quite a lot of this kind of gemstone right now. No, I did get it, but I didn't continue on to, Anyway, look at these. They're trillions. Do you know what I would do with this straight away is I would put it in a prong set A trilliant ring. I love trilliants, but they also look great if you put them as a trio of trilliants. You know, higgledy piggledy up and downy? Gorgeous. This is tanzanite. Okay, this is a high-end strand. I know we've been giving you some really great prices this morning, but you know what? We're going to give you a real mix of everything today, a real mix for everybody. This is definitely for you if you consider yourself a jewellery maker of a little bit more of a higher standard. Perhaps you're more jeweller than jewellery maker, or perhaps that's indeed where you want to go, or indeed where you want to be, how you want to be perceived. These are going to be perfect in anything bridal. Not only is tanzanite a gemstone that carries an association with a new beginning, so it's great for both childbirth and for weddings, it's a gemstone that is very, very rare. They actually say this gemstone is 1,000 times rarer than a diamond. They say it's the gemstone of our generation, so very possible that our children, when they grow up, will not be able to purchase tanzanite firsthand, because there's only one mine in the world. Once tanzanite is gone, it's gone. I'm no financial advisor, as you know. I can't even add up to save my life. I can't do my 7 times table, and don't even ask me about my 8s. But I do think it might be a good idea. You know, I'm not supposed to talk to you about investments, and let's face it, I'm not qualified to do that. But for me, I have this in my stash because I think for me, it's a bit of a sound investment. I've got it there. If it does run out, I think that's going to have a certain backlash on the price tag. So I've got a AAA tanzanite ring, which I got and I put away. I don't have it. I don't do anything with it. I don't wear it. I don't want to lose it. It is actually there as a bit of a future, you know, a future thing. I want an investment for me, for want of a better word. Now, it's not just about that with this strand, and I appreciate that, because I always think with jewellery making, if we overtell you about this and that with the gemstones, it's like having so much luggage you can't get on the train.
True.
I do think you need to know it's a very special gemstone. You need to know that it's said to be 1,000 times rarer than a diamond, and you need to know that it's going to run out one day or another. Now, what I want you to look at now is the colour of the gemstone, the beauty of this gemstone, the pleochroism, which is the fact that when the light comes in, you get a refraction back, not just of blues, but of pinks. And I actually can see it very strongly in this strand. We don't have a lot of tanzanite that does show very strong pleochroism. I would say out of all the strands I've given you, this has the strongest. It is a high-end strand. It is going to be a considered purchase for some, perhaps, but we do take credit cards. Please don't forget that. Now, these are oh, it's not going to be considered purchase. Really? Are you sure? You need to get on the phone lines now. My producer, I'm thinking you're going to do this strand for $69.95. I've seen sapphires at that price tag, and I know that I'd expect tanzanite to be a lot more expensive than a sapphire. I think I'm about to knock your socks off right now. I'm going to give you tanzanite for just £35.95. Should be so much higher. These are top drilled, and they're so modern because of that trilliant shape, which I just love. I think they're checkerboard faceted as well. They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. You're going down. This confuses me, because I've seen strands that I expect this to be much, much more expensive, that go for almost £60. This is $29.95. Put it in earrings, put it in a pendant, put it in anything bridal. One of December's birth gemstones, along with zircon and turquoise. SNGK89. Well done to all those that have got it. You do need to check out baskets. You've got 60 carats here, 8x6 to 14x10 on an 18cm strand. This is one of the most amazing. The slight cues on the phone lines: 0800 644 655. That's to be expected when we give you price tags like this. Unbelievable. What can you buy for under £30 that could possibly increase in value? I know my shoes are only going to decrease, and they're definitely at more than $29.95. Angela, you've got yours. Darren, you've got yours. Persis, Stella, Maureen, you've got yours. You must hold the phone lines. I know there's a slight queue. Please don't worry, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. It's wonderful to have your company here today at JewelleryMaker. Please don't forget to text us in anything crazy that you've done today. What have you been up to? 60777. Make sure, anonymous, well done in West Midlands and in Cornwall. These are going to go in your high-end pieces. Let me know what you're going to do with yours. Gorgeous, well done. I just think, Debs, to have this in your collection, it's just one of those things. I always want to have tanzanite, diamonds, pearls, absolutely, and it's up there with them.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a classic, isn't it? Now it's sort of one of the, it's on the list of stones you need.
Yeah, and it's a precious gemstone like a diamond is.
It is, yeah.
And it's funny because, you know, we've known about our precious gemstones for so many years. Rubies, diamonds, sapphires, emeralds have been the only precious gemstones. So to come in there all unannounced and be like, look at me, I'm more precious than you. You know, it's fun. And it's the makeup of this gemstone that gets gemologists so excited. It's the trichroism or the pleochroism that you get from this gemstone that gets us so excited. We've only got 6 left. This is going to sell out, I think. Gemini, I think that by buying 3, you've made a very wise decision. Sharon, well done. Janet in Hertfordshire. Tanina in, Tanina, what a gorgeous name, in Scottish Highlands. Gillian, actually, Chloe's just come back from Scotland, haven't you, Chloe? Where did you go? Your hair looks nice.
Perth.
Perth.
Glasgow.
I used to think Perth was in Australia.
It is.
Oh, it is? Oh!
They've got one too, yeah.
We have one as well.
It's like that thing, you know when I told you the other day about space and time, somebody posted on my page that actually my brother was right. And that when you get into space, time does slow down. Just wanted you all to know that. $29.95, 3 chances. Crazy facts by Jenny Cleary that may or may not be true depending on whether my brother was lying to me or not. Mona, you've got yours. Anonymous in Greater London. Dorothy in Kent. Do not miss out on this. We've got people on the phone lines and unchecked baskets, and people are going to miss out here, especially if there's any multi-buys. Stella, you've got yours in Berkshire. Congratulations to you. Linda, you're Sandra. Hello. You've got yours, well done, $29.95. I hope that DPD man hurries. We do use DPD, right? We use DPD, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is it DPD? Yeah, DPD.
Depends.
DPD man, come on DPD. 2 chances. And it looks like Dorothy and Kent might get one. Can we do the sapphire now, please? Because I actually think if you're going to buy tanzanite, I would absolutely get this to go with. Gorgelina. Do you know something? When you want to go out and when you feel, you know, you had your hair done, you got new shoes on, you got a new outfit, and you wear jewellery containing any of the gemstones that I've got here, you feel like an absolute goddess. And it's about the way jewellery makes you feel. We don't need jewellery, do we? We don't need it. Let's be honest. Yeah. We want it. We want it because we want to look good. Jewellery is a luxury, and this is no exception to that. A strand of luxury, a strand of utter beauty. I absolutely adore the banding of colour that you get from these strands. And if I'm really honest with you, I'm going to lean on the shading that's already been done here by the lapidus, because I think it's already arranged beautifully. Of course, you can separate these as you wish. Beautiful, stunning sapphire, deep, rich blue. You've got that almost Ceylon blue blending towards the green there. Ceylon sapphires, of course, were reserved for royalty only. And of course, Ceylon sapphire, when Princess Diana was so romantically handed a box and told to choose an engagement ring, she plucked a beautiful now very famous ring containing a Ceylon sapphire and a halo of diamonds. Girls, I want that ring too. Beautiful pink sapphire with clarity that is exceptional. White sapphire. Yeah, can you imagine? Do you know what I love about strands like this? When we first started jewellery making, we didn't believe beyond our wildest dreams, did we, that we'd be able to use strands like this, sapphire, real sapphire. We was scuttling about in bead shops and sales, rummaging around for the wooden beads that have been painted, for the glass beads, to get any kind of gemstone, let alone sapphire, was a privilege. But to have sapphire, a gemstone of jewellers in anybody's mind, to work with on your designs. Look at this, for your best friend, for your daughter's wedding, for your granddaughter's wedding, for somebody really special to your heart. If you create jewellery for loved ones, get this strand. If you create jewellery to sell, get this strand, because you're going to be able to release a very high-end collection. I would put these with the 2 whole spacer bars and I would row them up together. I would put these in earrings. I would use an inch of a section in a bracelet or in a necklace. It's a beautiful strand, isn't it? Don't you love the facets? Don't you love the shape and the size of these? And the colours are so striking. Please get this valued, because I think you'll be really happy that you did. And you can do that by downloading the certificate from the website when you buy this, or you can ask the call centre and we'll pop it in your order with you. Now go along and get it valued. You've got 30 days. Now, this is another thing. You've got 30 whole days in your money back guarantee. A lot of other shopping channels, in fact, I think most of them that you shop for in the UK actually only give you a 14-day money back guarantee. Or by the time you've got it, if you're out and you miss the parcel or what have you, and then you have to go and collect it, you know, if it's only 14 days, you've only got sort of a week or so to appreciate it before you've got to hand it back. Now, we give you 30 days because we want you to have that time where you look, where you ponder, where you leave, where you go away and your designer mind starts to be inspired. It takes you longer than 14 days to conjure up the perfect design sometimes, doesn't it? You don't have to panic with us here at JewelleryMaker, because it's 1 P&P all day long and it's a 30-day money back guarantee on everything. A precious metal strand, so beautiful, such wonderful clarity, gorgeous colours, utter luxury. OHY Y37, you've got 25 carats in total. They're 3x1 on the uniform. They should be. Now again, I've given you strands like this. I know, cross my heart and hope to die, that I have given you strands like this for nearer to £60. Like I just said about the tanzanite, I've given you strands of sapphire, didn't I say that? For nearly £60. £27.95 is phenomenal. However, we're feeling rather cheeky today, jewellery makers. After trying to start my car with a jump ring this morning, it can only get better. £22.95. OHYY37, that's an incredible price tag. Get yourself on the phone lines, it's a free phone number if you're dialing. And don't forget, we do take credit cards, we absolutely do. 0800 644 655, £22.95. If you bought the tanzanite, pop this one in with it. September's birthstone as well, I completely forgot to mention, so it's important for your birthstone jewellery. It's also, it's a 5th wedding anniversary gift, 45th and 70th. If you haven't killed each other by then. £22.95. Can you imagine? 70 years together.
No.
It'd be nice though, wouldn't it? To know that somebody actually could put up with me for 3 years is an absolute miracle, to be fair.
It's my 20th wedding anniversary this year.
Is it? What you're going to do?
Faint. Drink lots of champagne.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Are you going to go anywhere?
I think we might have a garden party and see if...
What
see
date
if
is
family
it?
And, it's the end of July.
How lovely.
So hopefully it will have stopped raining by then.
I've just been.
Hope.
Do you know what? In my ear, I've just been told there's a package upstairs. You know what to do, Chloe. I'll give you. Scott Murley. Package upstairs with my name in it. Should we open it together? Because it gets so exciting. £22.95. I'm not allowed to open it on air just in case of the explicit content. I'm sure there won't be any explicit content. What could there be? It might be a puppy. Quick, go upstairs and open it in case. No, actually don't. I don't trust you.
It's been there for a week.
22. It's been there for a week. So it's been there for a week and nobody told me.
Okay, I'm dealing with dead animal.
No, you're not. OHY 3725 carats. 3x1. Great to see your names up there on my screen. Please don't forget. I do want a dog as well. So if anyone's dog's having puppies, I'm allowed one. I'm actually allowed one, Chloe, now.
Oh.
But this is my quandary. Rescue or not to rescue? That is the question. My one friend says don't rescue because you've got children. You can't rely on a rescue. But my heart says rescue. My heart's listening to I saw a little Westie. And some dog, who knows what it is, about a mixture of about 20 different dogs. And I like that, I relate to that.
Yeah.
I relate to a mongrel. Yeah. You don't know where you are in life, but it's all right. We all go mad sometimes.
Muddle along.
Yeah. So I think, yeah. We've got text. What do you mean there's rude ones? Tell me what they are and I'll relay them. Karen in Perthshire. Jenny, I have never known such a quirky and interesting woman. You are a breath of fresh air. Oprah needs you on her show. Oprah's giving up. I reckon I could be. No, I don't. Imagine me giving us life. She's retiring, isn't she?
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I did hear a rumour she was buying a football team or something mad.
Kyle? Kyle? I know who the father is, Chloe. How dare you? How dare you? Kyle. Now. Can we do designer inspiration now? Enough of this tomfoolery. Let's get on with it. Now, can I please, Chloe, ask you to very carefully, in your condition, I don't want to hear about you on treadmills again, Chloe. You could fall off that. I'm going to ring your husband and tell him. Just don't open the box. All right, but you're not allowed to touch any of the content. Look at what you're about. Look how amazing is this. I love it. Gemma Crow, if you're watching now, I need you to text things. I know this is the sort of thing you would just go crazy for. Isn't it wonderful? I love it. Absolutely love this. You're going to get to learn, and this is a freehand design. Because I always think, I actually think freehand for me is easier than following instructions of canes and things like that, if I'm honest. And because I've dabbled in sugarcraft, because my mum used to do cake decorating, but it's always, I know how to, I roll the head, and then you pinch the nose and eyes together, but I can never get a good shape on the nose. There's a lot of OMGing going on.
What is it?
Somebody sent me some Jolly Ranchers and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Can you not, I can hear you rummaging. Can you stop the rummaging, please? There's a lady called Zena who's the nicest woman, and my kids know, talk about Zena. Because they're like, how's Zena? Because I bring these packages home and I'm like, look! Now. I'm going to give to you. Are we getting the casters with the kit as well? Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to be learning this. Actually, think about this on a larger scale. Deb, my mum's got in the garden a big thing that's ornamental that she put up on the wall that looks a bit like that. Oh, and that's what it reminded me of. So this you could do garden ornaments in polymer clay as well. You could, yeah. And you could varnish it with like a yacht varnish or something, an acrylic type. So it'd be a bit more hard wearing to the wind and the rain and stuff. Yeah, I don't know how the colours would, if you had something brightly coloured, I don't know how. You'd almost want it to be bright sunshine, it could fade back a bit and sort of. I quite like that though, because it's aging it. Yeah. Because mum's a real hippie. I've told you that my mum's a hippie, and so all that kind of thing. And when you're in my mum's garden, you can hear just everything jangles. A million things jangling. Yeah, and I like this because it reminds me of my mum. Now have a look. You've got 25 different cutters. Gemma Crow's texting. Let's have a look at my Crow. Oh yes, I do love it, Gem Crow. Crow, Who has done the most
Cry,
amazing bedroom for a son I've ever seen?
Yes, I saw.
I'm not even going to let my son see that. Now, love to Tom. Now, you're also going to get, and this is right up Gemma Crow's street, this kit, because you've got the boingy boingers. She might have a little cry to herself, yeah. Because Gemma and I are a massive fan of the Boinger McBoingers.
I love them.
I love it, and I love what you've done with them. Aren't they brilliant?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a big collection of these in all the different finishes and colours. The gunmetal and the gold. And
I like the gold. Gunmetal are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, really nice.
These would be great as well, Deb, if you didn't have a cone of wag. You can actually end either end of your like Kumahima or your Viking knit or anything else with these, couldn't you?
Well, I've used them to finish off a Kumahima cord, and they're really nice. It was one of the silver coloured ones, and it was like they were double-ended. You know, the ones that go fat, thin, fat.
Yes. Yeah? They got a waist. They're like an egg timer.
They're like hourglass figure ones.
I know.
And I cut them in half, and they make really elegant, long.
You can stretch them.
They were fab. Oh, they're quite tough actually, because I've tried to bend these to try and do something different.
They've got a tight coil to them.
Yes, it was fighting back.
I'm also going to give everybody at home, really pretty this copper, it's got a lovely glitter to it. Yeah. And I'm going to give you the gold, which is the deep gold. Isn't this lovely? And Scott Murley will be delighted to know that I have a pot of glitter here. Should we get the glitter out, girls and boys?
We'll get the glitter out in a bit, shall we? Spread it everywhere.
Look how lovely this colour is. It would be ever such a shame if I spilt it everywhere, isn't it, gorgeous? I'm not going to. Don't do it. I'm not going to. Right, now can I show you? You are also getting gold wire. Uh-oh. That was unintentional because I was just trying to put the lid on.
Okay, I'll let you off.
Me. Now, I like having glitter on me.
I do.
Yeah, I like it on my face. It makes me feel magic. Now you've got 0.4 gold wire. I've got an injury to the thigh because my son made me go in goal yesterday. That hurts.
Ooh, it does. I wouldn't be a goalie.
It really hurts. Now, 0.8 as well, 10 metres of each. Wait a minute, because it's getting better. Should I save the da-na-na for last, or should I go straight in there? Oh, who's patient enough for that? Not me.
No.
Have a look. As if I can save it. I'm the one who gobbles up that hazelnut swirl the minute I've opened the chocolate box. Have a look at this. It's real emerald, absolutely gorgeous. How Cleopatra are those together? Just stunning. May's birth gemstone, a precious gem. We're rather precious today, darlings, aren't we? Rather. Have a look at this little beauty. I love this. Tiaras and fascinators. It's got written all over it. Prom style jewellery. Oh yes, look at that glitter. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Excuse me. You have also got, can you see those rondelles? Aren't they beautiful? Do you see the faces of them as well? Because you don't have to have them up the way of the rondelle. I love this. Do you know what this reminds me of? A big cascading waterfall in a tropical, maybe even in the middle of the Brazilian rainforest.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous. Did everyone see David Beckham? Did they fall a little bit more in love with him? I did, even with a beard. I even looked at Liam and went...
And on the motorbike.
Yeah, oh, I never thought I'd like that, but I really do. And I looked at Liam and went, why haven't you got a sleeve of tattoos? And he looked at me and went, really? Yeah, he would definitely cry. It wouldn't look good. You want Rob to have a sleeve of tattoos as well. You want your baby to be David Beckham's baby? Sure, you should be saying that. It's a bit late now for that, Chloe. You could always tell the child it's David Beckham's. Not really, you can't. Listen, this isn't Jerry McKyle and I'm Low Life's advisor. the gemstones. Although I reckon I should have that show. What do you reckon?
Yes, definitely.
And Kyle's sometimes far too judgmental, I feel.
I don't
everyone's got
watch
their
it,
opinions. Mine is,
but-
stop shouting in that person's face. Just talk to them.
Why do they all shout?
They all shout. They all shout. I don't know. You've got the wire. You've got the polymer clay. You've got the gemstones. You've got the boingy McSpoingies. You've got everything you need to get yourself going. I'm going to give you some more tools along the way to help you along. $45.50 is the price you should be. Stop everything. Just let's think about life a minute. You've got emerald in here. I was giving you all of the gemstones. And if you're brand new to polymer clay, please consider that this is a great deal for you to start off your journey. And Deb and I are keeping it quite simple without having to use too much today. We're going to do as much freehand as we can. I think that's easier, if I'm honest with you. I'm more of a freehand kind of person.
Yeah.
Because you can make up your own puzzle that way,
That's
can't
it.
you?
Nobody's going to tell you it's wrong, are they?
No, and I do feel it's very creative when you're, instead of following a pattern, and there's nothing wrong with following patterns, I think it's great. But actually, I think the sense of achievement when you've actually moulded everything yourself is it's great, actually.
Yeah.
$45.50 is not your price tag for that. DMG C95. £29, under £30 for all of this. You get polymer clay, which you bake in the oven, just in case you don't know. It's a modelling clay that you bake in the oven, and it comes out, and it can be ornamental, it can be for jewellery making, it can be for crafts, it can be great if you're doing scrapbooking, it's just as wonderful if you're making little ornaments. It's just perfect. Yep. DMG C95. Get yourself done, and don't forget to keep it interactive. We have got lots of text messages, but Danny says they're all a bit rude. How could they be rude? About the word thing, where you get the word wrong for something. You're all texting it, rather rude thing. You pesky little jewellery makers. On a Wednesday? On a Wednesday, come on,
Maybe
come
it's
on.
Wild Wednesday.
I
That's
think
what
it's
it
Wicked
is.
Wednesday today
Wicked
for you jewellery
Wednesday.
makers. Then we're going to have a look at Deb's pieces. Let's check out this incredible design, because it's just totally outstanding. I am really in love with this, Deb, and I'll tell you why, because I came in today and I knew you were going to do something with polymer clay, but I didn't know what.
Yep.
And I've been working here for 3 years now on JewelleryMaker. Crikey, on a stick, I've been here ages. Never seen anything like it before. I love it. I've seen faces and they're great. Debbie Bolford is amazing.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
But this is wonderful. It's very much like the Buddha things. Is it? Yeah, or if
could
you go and
make
have
a
your palm
Buddha-
read or
yeah.
something like that. Where
Yeah.
did you get your inspiration from?
Well, I wanted to do a sun god. That was
A sun god!
Yeah. And
Oh, I love it.
when I did some research, and I'm really into Aztec jewellery.
Yes.
And the silversmithing techniques and goldsmithing techniques that they used to use were absolutely amazing. The detail that they put into their pieces just used to blow me away. And so I wanted to create something that had that sort of Aztec-y feel, like hammered metal and you know, an ancient relic, if you like. And came up
You've
with
done
this
it.
chap.
Well, I tell
Yeah.
you what, you've done it. What are we calling him?
There's a name for the Peruvian sun god.
Could you do the web search for the Peruvian sun god, please?
It's got 4 letters and it begins with I, and I can't remember. I feel like I need to do a mime now.
Impi. I'm guessing.
It's something
Is it Impi?
similar.
Inti.
Inti.
I
Yeah.
was near. I was
Very
near.
close. That was
Inti.
inspired.
It's Inti the sun god.
Inti the sun
Absolutely
god.
love this. This is what I was saying. Like, my mum's got things like this. Isn't this wonderful? Tom just went, oh my goodness, in Cusco. Cusco? Where's Cusco? That's something you eat? Oh, that's couscous. Cusco. Sorry, I'm really thick with geography. I'm not even going to pretend to you that I'm not thick, because I am.
Is that one of the subjects you didn't get in GCSE?
I didn't get geography. I got sent out of geography so I took history instead, which I got a B for. Now,
Did you?
yeah.
I got you.
My
rubbish.
sister's a doctor of history, so I cheated a little bit. Can you?
Oh well, you've got to use what's available to you, Jenny.
Absolutely. And actually, to be fair to my family, they'd have been disgraced if I didn't come back with something, so they did have to help me. Now, you have got a huge amount of inspiration now, and we're going to do this freehand. Can you believe we're going to do this freehand? We're going to do this, Debbie. Where in the sun god's earth do we start this?
It's really simple, actually, to build it up in layers. So what we start is polymer clay, and I mixed the copper's gorgeous on its own, the gold's gorgeous on its own, but I wanted something that was more of a sort of antique-y, darker gold, and had all the sort of metallic-y inclusions with the copper and everything. It's just gorgeous. So I mixed 50-50.
By hand are you mixing it, squidge, 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 or did you go through the clay roller?
I did actually, and then I put it through the clay roller. So I squidged it up so it's really, really soft. And then put it through the roller.
I'll give you the clay roller now, actually, because I've got it. I want to give you things as Deb uses them, so you know you can get them. I don't ever want to disturb Debbie in the middle, but I want, as she uses them, I think it's relevant to bring them to you. I hope you don't mind me interrupting. You're going to get the bead baking tray with this as well, because you are going to need a bead baking tray at some point. You don't, well, it's not essential. I mean, you can use a normal baking tray, but you would then have to dedicate that tray only to polymer clay and not contaminate food with a polymer clay. So you get the baking tray with all the pins in it, and you get the most amazing clay roller. Yes, it is the same as a pasta roller. It's got all the different settings. You can buy pasta rollers between 60 and 70 pounds in kitchen shops.
Yeah.
In Cheltenham, in the kitchen shop in Cheltenham in Montpellier, they're about that price tag. However, I'm going to give you the clamp and the roller and the baking tray for far less than £60 today. PVG C49, we should only be at £24.90. I'm going to bring that price tag down for you so that you get incredible deal and you're ready to go with your polymer clay. Now, you don't have to have a roller, it just will make your life much easier. If you're just starting out your journey on polymer clay, you don't want to make too many investments, yeah, okay, you can do this by hand, but what this is going to do is going to give you the exact same consistency. The thickness is going to be the exact same in the polymer clay all the way through. It's £17.90. You've got a brand new price tag for a wonderful bundle. PBG C49. I'm going to leave the information for that on your screen, and we're just going to catch up with Deb and see where she's at. So Deb, did you just go through the roller there, my love?
I've gone through the roller, and you just do it in exactly the same way as pasta by poking it.
Let me just bring this way, my lover. There we are.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So you're going through the roller.
Then. So through the roller.
Now we can't clamp it onto this desk.
No.
Because it's about the thickness of a car.
Oh, hang on. Got to come this way. Handle won't turn.
We didn't think that through when we...
We didn't, did we? There's a hole here, but it's in the wrong place, so...
Now you can, like I just said, you can do this without this design, without a clay roller. It's just that this will make your life a lot easier. A lot easier.
See, we've got the
large acrylic roller.
Large acrylic, or there's the small acrylic roller that comes in the starter kit.
Acrylic rollers is better rather than wood, which is porous and will try and stick to a polymer clay. You can use a jam jar if you've got nothing else.
The other thing is, if you have got wood, it puts a texture onto your clay. So if I've got some wood there, but you'll be able to see a texture.
Yeah, and sometimes you like that.
Yeah, if you want it, then that's fine, but otherwise,
then no.
Use these because they're smooth, and make sure you clean it off when you've used it.
Okay. Now the acrylic roller on its own actually is about £14, isn't it? £14.95. So you may as well get the bundle. What are you up to now with your big fat daddy-o cutters?
Big fat daddy-os, yep. I love these.
That's the actual name of them. I wasn't being rude to Deb.
So we put the polymer through on number 1, and basically the face is made up of a whole series of different circles. I've got this one as well that I've already made and baked. So you can see we need a circle here for his face. So I'll cut that out. Okay, and then where's my blade? Can't pick it up. That's it. So that's first circle, and then need a big circle. That's going to be the background. And I've cut it out the wrong piece, so we'll forget that.
Why have you cut it out the wrong piece? So it's got to be thicker.
I want it thinner. I don't want it as thick. So this has gone through on number 2, so it's a bit thinner.
Okay.
Otherwise, the whole pendant's going to end up getting far too chunky.
Okay.
So that's a thinner piece, which will then form your back section here. Okay.
Oh, and you want to be able to sort of, I see, right, yeah.
So I'm going to build it up in layers. So I've got that. Put it to one side, and then what you need to do is use the extruder tool.
Extrudiosum.
Extrudiosum.
Extrudiosum. Extrudi. I'm trying to get it across a bit. Please may I have the extruder, darling? Thank you. He's coming, bless his love.
He's coming. Now I've got one in the bottom here.
Has yours got an internal invisible mouse?
It has. It does have the mouse. Mouse comes free.
Your extruder will come with a free invisible mouse, and it will squeak. I'm yet to find an extruder that doesn't go eek eek. It's not really a mouse because there's no such thing as an invisible mouse, I don't think.
No, no, there isn't.
Thank you, my lovely. Now Deb's about to use one of these. It's called an extruder. It comes with 20 different die discs. And it's like, I think my favourite way of explaining this is when you watched kids' TV when you were little and they used to go to the rock factory and make big long sausages of rock and then cut it up. Yeah. And you'd be like, oh, wow. It's like that. It also reminds me of an adult version of the Play-Doh mop shop where you used to use the little squirty hair. Literally, all you do is put your polymer clay inside, give it a twirl, and out pops, whatever die you put in, out pops a sausage of that shape. You can then cut it, you can put it in with your canes. We're going to see in a minute just how Debbie uses hers. It's usually $11.95, which is a wonderful value for such a useful tool within polymer clay. $7.95. If you've ever wanted to do soutache, polymer clay soutache, then this is the one, and that's the soutache one that you want there. £7.95. If you're brand new to JewelleryMaker, don't forget we've got loads of free downloads on JewelleryMaker.com, and you can go and visit any previous polymer clay shows by going onto our YouTube channel. Click to subscribe to us at JewelleryMaker, and then just have a little search of polymer clay, and there's loads of information on there for you. Oh, can I just say, this washer I tried about 6,000 times to put in, but it's a spare. After about an hour, I realised that it was a spare washer because I was putting a washer on a washer. Yep.
It's just there to test you. No, it's. I suppose if you've had it for years and years and years, eventually the rubber will perish.
Yeah, but you've got it there.
And you've got the spare, so keep it in the box.
So by extruding, you've come out with a perfect line. Could you just show Chloe which die you used with your extruder there?
If I take it off there. And then
it's the same as the soutache one, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's one thicker. So it's the thicker letterbox. The thickest letterbox is what you've used.
Okay.
And that results in a long.
You get fantastic, flat, even length of clay that you can then
sandy that colour is. Look, isn't it lovely?
It is. And then. So if I do that again, just show you how it goes together. So you wind.
That happens to all of them. They just eek. It doesn't matter how much WD Watson you put on, they'll always eek.
And then.
Oh, this is my favourite one. This is the mop top one. Because it reminds me of when I used to play with Play-Doh when I was younger.
Yeah.
Again, something else my daughter would never do with me.
Wouldn't she?
No, I bought her that mop top. She was not interested. I had to do it, play with it all by myself.
Okay,
she's a bookworm. Look! Oh, I love it. Isn't it fab? It does make me scared. Reminds you of Button Moon. Why? The hair from Button Moon. We're off to Button Moon. We follow Mr. Spoon, Button Moon. Max likes Button Moon, actually.
There we go, right to the bottom.
And I bought him a push pop the other day, which I got very excited about.
A what?
Do you not remember the advert? Don't push me, push a push pop. I found one in the
No,
shop.
I've never heard of that.
You put your finger in, it pushes it up, and then usually it goes all over you. Max was quite impressed with my little story about my favourite, and yeah, he liked that. I know.
Nope. Passed me by.
I'll get you
Okay.
one.
Thanks.
Is
My
he
brother
different
used to
now?
have
He's
Weebles.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall
Yeah.
down. I was consumed with all of that kind of thing. I need a wuzzle. Is my son a different now? He's 9. I don't know. I asked him if he felt 9. I said to him this morning, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're 9," and he went, "I know. I was 9 the other day." I was like, "I know,
Still
but it's
9,
real." Isn't it funny? They're all old now. He wants
all old.
aftershave and
Does he?
hairstyles and
Oh, wow.
football. And it's not the same. He doesn't like tractors anymore. He doesn't scream every time we go past a tractor.
I still love tractors.
So do I.
Right. Got to concentrate now for 2 ticks.
So you've got, hang on,
So
one of
we've
those
got-
was surplus, which was that
It
one,
was,
wasn't
but
it?
I would need to cut it again anyway because I
Oh,
do
okay.
need it. So what we're going to do first is this section here, which is like his headdress bit. So we use the bigger circle that we cut
on a number 2.
on a number 2. So that's the back section.
Mm-hmm.
And then this here that we've just extruded, that makes the pointy section. So we cut some shapes out of that in a sec. And then we use the other one, the other circle that we cut out of number 1, and that forms this section
Oh, I
here.
thought it was going to do the zigzaggery.
No,
No.
no. So let me
How
get
did
the-
you think of this?
I don't know. I worry about my brain sometimes.
I don't. I think it's fantastic.
It's just a bit strange. Right. So what I did, I actually baked this with the gemstones in. So if you sort out your gemstones, I've used one big one and a couple of little ones, because then you push them in and build up around. So we've got, starting off with the thick circle on number 1. So we cut that in half.
Now you're using your cutters there,
Yep.
actually. I think I've got some of those.
Okay.
I'll go and grab them in a minute.
Okie dokie, put that out of the way. So that section there is the top section on here. And then what I did was use this. Hang on, let me get one out
that's
that's
what
a
I
bit
wondered
longer.
why you were doing hair. I thought it was
Yep.
wormy hair.
Wormy hair. So that comes round and just rests up against there. And as long as it's well conditioned and your clay's quite sticky,
Sorry, I've got to put
it'll
that there.
fit. Okay, so you can see. So that's then this bit here going round here.
Uh-huh.
And then we take another circle, and that needs to fit what I did with that one. So this is the thinner one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
This
just,
is the one that you did on a number 1 on the roller.
on the number 2, this one.
Oh, sorry, it's thinner.
thinner,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And I'm just stretching it slightly. So you can stretch it by hand like that, or you could put it down and just give it a bit of a roll. And what you need to do is trim those off. Save all your bits, because when you're making the beads to decorate, you'll use the sausages that you've got here, the spaghetti bits.
I can see where
Okay.
you've used those, actually.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to lift that up here.
Now, Debbie, you can see is using the polymer clay blades. I'm going to pop the details for those on your screen. Debbie's going to show us a different way of using the corrugated cutters a little bit later as well.
Yep.
So grab them now. You've got the tissue blade, you've got the corrugated blade, you've got the wibbly wobbly blade, and you've got the finger guard. The wibbly wobbly blade will cut like, just like it's
Like a
described.
serrated. Did you ever make wibbly wobbly like chips, like
Yeah. Crinkle
chips?
cuts. Yeah.
It cuts like that. So
You used to get scissors like it as well.
Yeah.
Didn't you? £7.95 for all 3 blades. It's, now these are very sharp, very, very sharp. And you do need to replenish your blades. From time to time you'll use a blunt blade. From time to time you'll need an uber sharp blade. So it's a good idea to always have them on the go in circulation. £7.95. Now, sorry Debbie,
okay,
you've done...
that's all right.
You've placed those 2.
Actually, let me pop it back. So what I've done is I've put the spaghetti bit on, my half circle, and then the another half circle that was the thinner one.
It's gone underneath it.
It's gone underneath it. That's the one I stretched out.
Yes.
Made it slightly bigger so it sticks out at the top. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I'll turn it round that way and pop it down flat. But then what I'm going to do is with my round nose pliers, push it in. It's just like.
Oh, are you creating this bit here?
I am, yeah. So it looks really complex, but it's dead simple.
How did she think to do that, everybody, is what we're all thinking in our brains.
Do you know, I found a brilliant use for the Wags Y-cone too.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell us everything.
Other than using it like a Wags Y-cone. Okay.
What did you do with it then?
Oh, I'll show you in a bit. When I show you how to do the thing with the serrated blade. So that then forms like almost like a pie crust finish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then take the length that we extruded, and if you put it flat...
Oh, you flattened it. I didn't think it was going to go then, and it did.
You can pull it around and form it, and it stays flat.
Now you've lipped it over the top slightly, so it raises up a bit.
Yep. So I lift that on, and it just sits just under.
Oh, that's clever.
The corrugation, and then when you press in, your pie crust lifts up.
Oh, so you get the real frill effect then,
you get the frill, yeah. And you can ease it up with your fingers if you want to.
Have you used gleam on this as well?
I have, yeah. So I then cut it off there and get rid of those bits. We don't need them.
Isn't this clever? I love this. Isn't it clever?
So then, I've lost my cutter. What did I do with it?
Have I stolen it? Would you like one of mine?
I had a square and I've lost it.
Oh, it's there.
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
So I do that all the time.
No,
I do things like that all the time. So you're using a square?
So if you use the square cutter...
Hang on a minute.
I'm going to cut out triangles.
So you're starting in the centre then?
Start in the centre.
I never knew you were going to do it like that.
Work out where the centre is. So it's there. So we want our point to finish at the centre. So hopefully you can see it on camera. If I put that there, it cuts out a section that side. And then I take it over this side, line it up, and it cuts out a bit there and makes a triangle. So you just zoom around.
I never knew. I never would have thought to use the square for that. You can keep those little triangles as well.
You could keep them, and use it for decoration or something else. Oops. So you zip round.
Now these are the cutters that are in the kit. You've got 25, is it 25 or 20? Oh, 12. 12 cutters in total in the kit, plus the polymer clay, plus the wire, plus the glitter, plus 3 strands, plus the boingy boingies. One of the strands is emerald, it's only $29.50. Here's the cutters. Should be $45.50, you're getting it all for $29.50. And if you want to create exactly what Deb's created, you'll need all of these elements, including the emerald. You've got the boingers too, $29.50.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'll make some of the little dots to decorate the triangle sections. So taking the spaghetti lengths that we extruded.
Now, which blade are you using here, Debo?
It's the tougher blade.
Okay, the ridger.
The rigid. More rigid one, yeah, not the flexible. And just cutting off little slices that are about, that one's too thin, about 1 millimetre in thickness, and then you sit and you roll them up into little tiny beads and just drop them into place.
That really adds to the detail, doesn't it?
It does, and what it did was give then gives crevices and dips and hollows for the gleam to sit in and to give depth to the piece. So that's basically how I made all of the decoration on there.
Okay.
So just do a couple more on that one.
Just roll them up, and they've all got exactly, well, as close to the amount as they can get to one another.
Although I'm a bit of a perfectionist about it, so it's like this one here on this spike is a bit too big.
What are you going to do? Get out a cocktail stick and pick it out? I knew you were going to do that.
So what I'd have to do is take that one off because it's a bit bigger than the others.
You pernickety pants.
I know. Take a little bit off and re-roll it. Oh dear, obsessive. Okay, and you can also use your cocktail stick just to...
It's always good to have a cocktail stick to
It
hand.
is, and also a barbecue skewer.
Oh, a barbecue skewer, yeah. Yeah.
So...
In case you want to toast marshmallows while you're doing it.
You never know. You might get the urge.
I always do. I do, I love a marshmallow.
Do you?
Fat-free, tastes delicious, get it in my mouth.
No, I've got some marshmallows in the cupboard and I go and raid it every now and again.
Yeah, they don't last long in my cupboard. We've always got a marsh on the go.
I've never toasted them over a fire though, because I never used to eat marshmallows because they had gelatine in, and I was veggie and I wouldn't eat.
Got to do it.
So I need
Go
to build
to
a
the fire
bonfire
pit
so
tonight.
I can.
Have you got a little fire pit?
Yeah, got a massive one.
Right, light it.
Okay.
And do that for me, and then come back and tell me.
And I'll let you know.
Say the first time you taste it. I remember my first one. Round the campfire at Brownies. Do you remember your first one? I gave up Brownies because it interfered with Dallas after time. I did. I refused to go. I refused to go. I needed to know what was going on with Sue Ellen.
Well, yes. You've got to get your priorities right. I didn't last very long in guides because I bit my nails and they didn't like it.
What?
I got told off for biting my nails.
How judgmental. They didn't know what you were going through at home.
Oh no.
No.
Maybe I like the taste.
Adults are very strict in those days, weren't they? Now
They
we've
were.
got some text messages. Now we're just putting the gemstones in place, which you can see here as well.
So just push them into the clay and it creates a dome, and a little amount of the clay goes up through the drill hole in the
oh, and that'll keep it in there. They bake all right then, those?
It baked. I think they went slightly darker.
I quite like that.
But I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
If you don't want that to happen, you could press them in, take them out and glue them in after. But just then making more of the beads and popping that round,
popping them all round,
just held them all in place as well. So that worked fine. Okay.
We've got some text message questions coming through for you, Deb.
Okay.
Oh, what was the question? I covered it already. About cooking. It's about cooking, says Dana.
About cooking?
It's about cooking.
Yeah, so I baked this chap in the oven for about
Have you
half an
baked
hour.
this bit now?
This bit's not, no.
No, we're still wet now.
We're still wet, yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to bake it right at the end once we've built the whole thing.
So I'm just going to pop. So this we've done with that. We're putting to one side for a minute.
Yeah.
Now we're going on to the next part, which is going to be.
The next bit will be doing some glitter, and we'll do the back section here behind the spirals, and also the eyes.
The glitter comes with the kit. If you want the information for the kit, it's on your screen right now.
So I'm just going to pop some clay through the roller again because it's...
Don't forget we had the roller and the baking tray for you today as well. 17 something it was, wasn't it? 1790. So could you roll that again for us, Deb? Just show us how.
Let's just pop it through. Oops. You need to clamp it. I'm so heavy-handed generally. It's a nightmare when it's not clamped. Right, but it clamps so easily. I've got one permanently clamped onto the table at home. Okay, put that through. And then, let me just check if I got the right size. Don't think I have. Need one bigger. So this is the second biggest.
Second biggest.
Yeah, in the pack. So,
Second to the largest.
Second to large. I think that's. No, and it's too big.
Doesn't matter, because
So
it's
it's the
better to go
third.
too big than too small, Debbie.
It is. It is. Right.
Always
so we'll
better
whip
to
that
have
off.
more than not enough.
I agree, especially when it's chocolate cake or marshmallows.
Yeah, you're going to get a new marshmallow addiction now. Remember, they're fat-free.
Yeah, they are fat-free, but they're high in sugar.
Don't worry about that, Deb. They're
Yeah,
fat-free.
shall I just forget that?
Yeah, just block that bit out from your mind. You can, goodness me, you can't
Yeah.
have it all.
No, just got to settle on the fact that it's fat-free.
Fat-free. And then do so much talking, you've burnt off all the sugar.
Does
While you
that
sat
work?
there. Well, give it a go.
Okay, I will.
That's for me, says Chloe. Oh.
Glitter. So we've cut
Pre-baking, we're glittering pre-baking.
pre-baking because then it sticks to your clay.
Lovely.
So if I shift that out of the way for a second. We don't want to put too much glitter, so because where you put the glitter it won't then be sticky.
Okay.
So just around an edge.
Oh, so the rest of it won't stick, so
Yeah.
be careful. Sorry, I did hear you and then it just registered in my brain.
Yeah, it didn't make.
So now, yeah, don't over glitter because then the rest of it won't stick.
So
Oh, that's nice.
you can burnish it on. And
Yeah.
it comes nice and smooth and. Okay. So then, what we do.
Are you putting a certain amount of
that.
pressure onto there? Is it? Can I ruin it in any way? Is there any rules, hard and fast rules?
If you press it too hard, then obviously you'll distort your shape.
Okay, so just go with a certain firmness.
Yeah, it's almost like just stroking the glitter on so it just sticks.
Okay.
And you can see it change texture as well.
It almost
It goes
sinks
a lot
in, doesn't
smoother.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then you take your
Lovely with those colours, lapis
Section.
blue and gold. Yes.
yeah, and just place it on and it sticks here.
Mhm.
I'm just going to pop those off because I know at some point they'll go shooting across the studio because I've not secured them in place with the little beads. Okay, so that's where we want it in place.
Uh-huh.
That's about the right shape, so we'll start building our face. So I'll pop that down there.
So we're putting that to one side. Now we're moving on to creating the actual face. Now this
Yep.
is the bit where I really think we all need to concentrate. So I'm going to let you get on it with it without any disturbances.
Okay, so we've got our shape here, and then what we need to do is cut out a couple of eyes on glitter clay. So I need to just glitter up a bit more.
More glitter going on.
More glitter
Is this for the eyes, is it?
for the eyes. Yep. Okay, put the lid on because otherwise I'll be a disaster and it go everywhere. Yep.
I'll do it. Vagine. Vagine. Sorry, there we go.
Okay.
Couldn't see that then. Yeah.
Right. So I think that's too big. There's the
You're looking for a
smaller one.
round one here.
Yep, I've got a small round one.
You probably put it to one side like you did with the square
I know,
one.
yeah, I'll probably find
Not
it.
the wee one.
No, because that's
One
the,
up from
the
wee. That's
tiddly
middle.
tiny is
Tiddler.
what we need for the centre of the eye, and that comes in the starter kit. That's that fab little size in the starter kit.
Have you got the round you need?
So
I've got one here.
probably
of
got
those.
one. Haha! I put
Got
it in
it?
the other box.
A little tiddler.
Yep. tiddly tiny, and then a middle-sized one. So there's the eyes, and then I've put a piece of clay through the roller on about 5.
Really skinny.
4 or 5, made it really thin, and just using the cutter from the starter kit, just cut 2 circles out, and then they'll sit on top of our glittered sections. And they have actually stuck, because once I've got them there in place, I used the roller and just gently pressed it down, so they adhered. Okay, so we've got everything now that we need to make up the face. And I know why I had this cutter out, is because that's his ears.
Oh,
So-
ears!
So we cut a couple of those. Again, and then you can use the, put them there, use the cutter that you used for the eyes, just to put a mark, so don't press all the way through. Make a little vol-au-vent case.
Vol-au-vent case. I haven't eaten a vol-au-vent in years.
No, mushroom soup vol-au-vent.
Oh no.
Nice. Right, so
I don't eat them off the buffet all the time. I'm not partial to a pastry. Unless it's an almond croissant, I try and
Ooh,
avoid
yeah.
anything pastry or donut based.
do you?
Yeah, because I've got a funny thing in my head that they're the ones that'll get you. It's like pie, I can't
Probably
eat
true.
pie either.
Well, I like pie.
I love pie, but in my head, that's the one that'll get you. Not the 10 packets of crisps I eat all the way
No,
home.
no, that's got nothing to do with it.
No. I only would ever have a
Okay.
pasty on holiday.
It's a special treat.
Yeah.
Okay, using a cocktail stick, I'm making his mouth shape. This one that I made here is slightly different to the first one, and the first one had a much neater and squarer mouth.
You did?
You did,
Oh yeah, I see.
yeah. So I just shape that with the cocktail stick, pressing down and rolling it slightly. Okay, and then we'll take that.
Are you
up.
going to put scrap clay in there to puff him out? Is
I'm
that
not.
what you did?
What I actually did was, Debbie's shown before how to make beads filled with air. Have you seen
Like
that?
an old-fashioned pie where they blew into it.
No.
Do you remember they used to do that?
Did they? I don't.
In the
But-
Tudor times, they used to, at the top of the pastry crust. That's why there used to be a. That's why they used to put the cross in it. They would
Oh, to
blow
let the
into
air out.
it. Yeah, gross.
It is a bit. What?
Yeah.
It's no. The way
You're
I
not going to do that then.
no.
I'm going to get a straw and
It's
blow
a
into
good idea. I like it. I'll show you how you do it. I roll out another piece, because initially what I did was I made the faces like with the air-filled bead technique, but then
I don't think I've ever seen the air-filled bead technique.
it's fab. I don't know how well that'll work because I've got glitter all over it. So you take your cutter
Yeah.
and you put a sheet of clay. Oops, let me move him out the way for a sec. Right, you put a sheet of clay over the top of your cutter.
Okay,
and
so we've got the cutter here.
sinks in.
Yeah.
So it's like it
Makes a
dips
dome.
in here. Yeah. So you need excess clay. Don't cut your shape out first.
Oh, and it's
And
just going to
then-
stay. It won't
yeah.
pop.
No, you put that second sheet over the top.
Yeah.
And then flip it,
Oh, lovely.
Cut
I
it
like
out.
that. Oh, yeah.
and you've got a bead with air inside.
Oh. A polymer balloon.
Polymer balloon, yeah. So I made him like that, and then
What happens if I put a cocktail stick in? Oh, what are you doing?
So
You're going to
you
let the
can-
air out.
No, it seals. So you can cut a hole out
Really?
to thread it or put a jump ring through or whatever.
Who knew? Who
And
knew
it's,
that was
it's like a
something you
little
could do?
sealed face. So that's how I actually made his face. And then I textured it using foil, but what I did, I got super heavy-handed and popped him because I wanted it to look like it was beaten metal. So when I did that, it ended up popping. So I should have textured it before I put it into the mould.
Okay.
So that's why this one's slightly puffier than that one, because I think he's still got
So
air
how are you
inside.
going to do that on here though?
Well, on here, if you look at the pendant that I made there, it's flatter because I popped it. But then I quite liked it.
Yeah,
like
I like it. I like both
flatter.
ways.
Yeah, so you can do either way. Just remember, don't chop it off before you've flipped over and sealed the edges, because the cutter going through seals the
it does, doesn't it? That's what I didn't get my head around actually until after, because when you put that little one through, I thought she's going to pop that.
Yeah.
But
I thought that the first time I did it.
You didn't.
I was going to go.
I'll be doing a lot of balloon blowing over the weekend. What will you be doing over the weekend? Give us a text. We want to know. Have you got a party on the go? Are you having to watch football like me and my daughter?
Oh,
yes. I don't even understand it. And then when I ask questions, they all go, ugh, at me.
Do they?
I don't need to understand it, do I? I just look at the legs. I'm more of a rugby man than a...
I am as well.
Yeah.
Give me a good rugby
What did you
match.
say, Chloe? Just cheer when everyone else cheers, apparently. No, because knowing my lot, they'd trick me.
Cheer for the wrong team.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you remember, we'd put the thin piece that we glittered up on the back, and I'm just cutting round where I've placed the face on there. Okay, and I'll show you how to do the eyes. Let's just neaten that section.
Zoop.
Now on these as well, when you look at the photographs and things of like the relics and stuff from Peru, a lot of it were used as masks, so they have sort of extra pieces of metal coming off the face shape and to go round and things. So it looks a little odd there because that's not quite the same shape. So I used the stronger blade, but it bends enough just to trim off a little more of the hat. Yeah, if you need to. So you can just trim it up, or you can do what I do quite a lot and use scissors just to trim it back. Polymer clay. Right, so we'll pop some eyes on. Now we can move these later if we want to. It looks quite cute like that, like a little baby.
It's a baby Aztec.
It's a baby.
Yeah, we're seeing it upside down actually. Should we move it? And it's probably easier for you if we go this way around, isn't it? So you can see him.
Spin him that way.
There we go.
Okay.
He looks like you know on Pirates of the Caribbean, the one that fancies Keira Knightley at the beginning. What, you know, where they're all like, what's that era? Not the pirate era, Chloe.
Pirate era.
Oh goodness.
When pirates ruled the world. Right, so we'll make his nose.
Now we've got a text from Serena before you do that, my little darling.
Okie dokie.
Hello Serena. I'm working nights on Saturday. Oh, local ambulance service. Yay, good on you. But before that, I'm helping at my daughter's fete and potentially dressed as Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig. Oh,
Are you going to go as Peppa or Mummy Pig? I like jumping in muddy puddles. That's what Peppa Pig says.
We never used to watch Peppa Pig because it only started after Jake was like grown out of that
kind of thing.
Stage, yeah.
Oh, I love Peppa Pig. I watch it myself even when the kids aren't there because I like the morals of it.
Maybe I should watch it.
You watch it, Scott.
No, I had to do that once the last place I worked.
You had to watch Peppa Pig at the last place? You had to dress up as Peppa Pig?
Yeah.
You didn't talk, did you? What were you doing, Scott?
Well, I worked at a garden centre and all that.
You worked at a what centre?
A garden centre. And during Christmas I had to dress up as a pig.
He worked in a garden centre and during Christmas he had to dress up as Peppa Pig. Can you imagine Scott Murley's face? Me? As Peppa Pig, I see myself more of a Columbus. Peppa Pig, oh, love him. Now, we're doing the nose.
We're doing the nose. So, I had made the nose a couple of times.
I said to you, noses are the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It's like drawing hands. If you can, I can't
hands are
sketch
really
hands.
difficult,
Yeah.
and feet. So what we've got is roll it up into a ball. Start again, because I've been messing around with it here and it's turned into it before I was ready. Okay, and then roll with your finger just one end of it, so it goes thinner, and then pinch along, and that's like the ridge of the nose, and then if you put your finger and thumb, hang on, if I do it that way you can probably see better, and then I just pressed like that on the end and pressed down towards that finger, and that then made a shonk, as my dad would have called it.
A trunk?
A shonk.
A shonk?
It's like a big
like a
nose.
conch?
A conch, yeah. And then I took the blade.
They're laughing at that. We can hear you chuckling.
And
you
cut
not.
back, I'm ignoring them, cut back at an angle.
Now that's a nose. That looks like my great big Roman
So
conch.
it does look like a nose then. And then, taking the face, just popped that on, and it goes slightly over the headdress and pressed down. And the nose on these masks,
Well, they were very
really big,
defined, weren't they? The noses.
Yeah. And then using the extruded spaghetti bits, we just then pinch it up into what's that shape?
Eye shape. A teardrop.
A teardrop. Yeah, teardrop. And
What is that shape?
Put it.
Name the shape.
What is that shape?
It's a teardrop, I guess. A
my
pear
head
shape.
just wouldn't compute.
It's
then
like
what it
me with
was.
the jump. Has anyone
like
got any
jump
jump
rings,
rings
yeah.
this morning? Because my battery's flat on my car.
Okay, and the same on that side.
I reckon there's something wrong with that car.
Yeah, sounds like there might be. Okay, and then trim it off. And then all we needed to do then was put, it looks a bit odd. And then, he looks really strange actually, because he hasn't got all the decoration on.
I like that, in his naked form.
He's naked, yeah. Taking some tin foil, and this is really tough stuff.
That's
it's
tough tin
tray,
foil from like a pie tray or something.
pie tray sort of thing, yeah. And you get like all the really sharp points and stuff. But then if you rub it over,
Custard tart, says Chloe. This
Yeah,
gives you
that'd
the
work.
excuse to get to the bakery quick.
that'd work.
Your finest
custard
custard tart, please.
Finest custard tart tray, please.
Yeah.
Bash his nose about a bit, because that would
Give it a
get
bash, yeah.
knocked about, wouldn't it?
That's the first thing,
So
I think.
I think so, yeah. So what that does then is it gives you ridges and stuff as well for the glaze and.
You want it to look a bit battered with age, is where we're
Yes.
going here. So
Yeah. So then using your wire, the 1 mil, wasn't it? No, 0.8.
0.8, yeah.
Make a little spiral, and then what you need to do so that they don't slip out is wiggle up the end so it's like a zigzag, because then when you push it into your clay, it won't come back out once
Has a
it's
little bit
baked.
of purchase, as Hannah Osborne says. So a little bit of a hook. A bit like my wisdom tooth had when they came to extract it.
Ooh, ouch.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that, because now that's made you wince, hasn't
So
it?
that, yeah.
3 hours it took to get that thing out.
So what I did, I'm ignoring you, Jenny. I don't want to know about teeth.
Sorry.
Yuck. It's like teeth and feet. Ooh, horrible things. So you've got spirals going round, and what I did was that going round that way, they're all pointing sort of down towards his ear, and then coming back this way, they're pointing the other way. So the spiral then goes in the opposite direction.
Ah, yes, I see that now. And then you change tack on the centre one.
Yeah, so
they're
right
all
up in
pointing
the middle.
that to the right, then they're all pointing, and that's what gives it that sort of C look. It looks like C, that does.
Yeah.
Does it to you? Like waves? You know what I mean, don't you, Babs?
So then I put a couple of twisted loops here and here, so that I could hang things off. And I need to show you then, just quickly, using the gleams. I actually worked the gleams into the crevice of the decoration.
Pre-bake?
No, after baking.
After bake.
It comes out the oven. So I baked him for about half an hour because there's parts of him that are quite thick at 125 degrees C.
Make sure you use somebody else's toothbrush rather than your own when you do this.
They may notice, and it just works into the lumps and bumps and scratches that we've got there then, and it gives a different tone, so you can then put different gleams on.
Give it that rustic look, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, gives it a nice finish. And then once it's all dried, leave it for about 20 minutes, half an hour.
You put rings in the ears?
Yep. You can then polish it off with a soft cloth. So that's how we made him. And then I'll quickly show you how to make the earring section. And then that's just repeated going up around the neck. Okay, so take
Let me just arrange that on there.
see twisted.
Now, while you're getting yourself sorted, I've got some more polymer clay colours to give to everybody.
Okay.
Look at this yellow, isn't that
Oh,
gorgeous?
is that sunshine?
What a colour. Sunshine yellow, I love that. Beautiful, beautiful colour. Then you've got the zesty orange. Oh, this is summery, isn't it? Then you've got the bright purple. This is purple pearl as well, so it's got, oh, I love these together. Carnival of colour here. Then you've got the crimson. Alizarin. Oh, I thought alizarin was blue.
Alizarin, crimson, no.
Alizarin's blue, isn't it?
No,
Is it not?
no.
I thought, no, I had a friend called alizarin and he said it was named after the colour blue.
Oh.
He lied.
Maybe his mum was colourblind.
Maybe. Then you've got the brown as well. HKG C69, the alizarin crimson. You've got the purple pearl, the orange, the zesty orange and the sunshine. And the, sorry, it's bronze, not brown. $8.75. It's a very good price.
It is.
They are normally about £3 each, £2.50 to £3 each, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's a very good price. You should be paying, in a normal shop, you'd be paying £10 for 4. I'm giving you 5 for $8.75. A little goes a long way, very easy to use, so totally different look. You can get different colours, you can do different things, different projects all together. Maybe, now I actually think you've given the fundamentals of sort of doing a sundial look, so you could do that with a sunny yellow. It'd be so pretty. Really pretty. I think these would be great in the garden. But these are also wonderful colours. Let's forget that it's not just about jewellery making. You can make your own beads and all of that kind of thing out of these. It's also about making your ornaments. Now, Chloe's saying you could get that sort of Bollywood effect by putting the two brighter colours, orange and purple, sorry, together is more Bollywood with it. You could go for loads of different looks, couldn't you? You can tone it down with the alizarin and the bronze and get more of a rustic look. $8.75 HKG C69.
Lovely.
Now you got your boingy boingies out.
Got my boingy boingy at the ready, yep. So what we're doing is the earring, and these make really nice earrings actually for
not just for
me,
not just for what's his name,
not just for
what was his name?
Inti.
Inti,
Inti.
but also, is that short for something, Inti?
No, don't think so.
Like Tut's Tutankhamun?
No, I think that was it.
Was it?
His whole
Inti?
name, yeah, Inti.
No, these boingy boingies and the gemstones that Deb's is using, all part of your kit. So grab the kit if you want this exact look.
Okay, so you just take a length of 0.4 wire, thread on one of your gemstones, and then just pinch either side, thread on your boingy boingy, and it sits there, and then you just make take your round nose pliers and make a wrapped loop by just wrapping it round, and you can readjust the your loop positioning later on. So then what I did was straighten that up, chopped off the excess on that one, on the short tail, and then put my pliers back in and just wrap round until it was about the same thickness as the top of the cone, so that it all blends in together, and then pull and trim that off. And then just to do the double-sided one,
Which you're talking about this
which
one
is
here,
further
yeah?
up, yeah, further up.
The sandwich, the boingy sandwich. We have a look at what Deb's talking about, the boingy sandwich here.
Okay, just then you thread.
Like that chain that you get with this.
Yeah, it's that'd be nice, wouldn't it, going all the way
Oh,
around
that's
the
not
neck?
even chain, you've made
No,
that.
I made that.
Oh, it's lovely.
So where you'd threaded your wire through the stone initially, you then thread your wire through the wire that's coming out the stone and going up through the boingy boingy. So it then goes across and you pull that down, and you do the same on the other side. So thread it through. I've got a scrap there. Let me show you that again.
What are you looking for, Babbers?
Found him.
Found it.
Okay, so on that side as well, just thread it through, or not.
In you go, you little rascal.
Needs a wiggle. Does go, because it did.
Okay, so in it goes.
So
we
it
might
goes
have to
through.
talk ourselves through
Yeah.
it otherwise.
Goes through, and then you can take your boingy boingy and thread it through all 4 pieces of wire that are coming up. Now you have to hold it quite tight and pull it quite tight, and then reposition it once you've done your wrap loop at the top. But then you've got equal tension either side of your stone, so it's almost like you've tension set it there. And what you can do, if you don't want your loops to be that wide apart, you can just squeeze them together there, pinch it together to tighten it up. Do it before you put your other cap on. So just pinch it there, and it straightens them up so they come closer together rather than being apart. And then it's just a simple case of beading up around the neckline with your gorgeous emerald and coated pyrite.
Perfect. So finishing off by adding the chain detail with the 2 gorgeous gemstones, the necklace detail. Graphics on your screen for the whole kit. DMG C95. Here's everything you get with the emerald, with the boingy boingies, with the cutters, with the polymer clay, the wire, the glitter. My goodness gracious, for $29.50. And we've loved Deb's design. Thank you for all of your wonderful text messages. Keep them coming. I will be back after the break with some fabulous deals. I've got something secret. Plus this wonderful matrix box back in stock for the first time in ages. And I've got a secret for you, because I'm rubbish at keeping cats in bags. They should be out free, causing trouble. I'll be back after this.
to polymer clay? Then why not come and join guest designer Debbie Bulford and be introduced to this creative medium? Debbie will guide you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to the Gemstone Museum and our shop. And all this for just $64.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
Welcome back, you're watching Jewellery Maker, and I'm going to come right back with the star buy today, which is back in stock. Haven't seen these since March. They all sold out. I'm just going to close it so I can tip it up so you can see. You get absolutely, stop, not March, January. We haven't seen these since, look, you've got the silver moons. You've got the beautiful, beautiful chain. Oh my gosh, you've got those little tiny, tiny balls of silver for your geometric beading. You've got your hearts, your S-class flowers. These are a must-have. Let me show you the moons. You get moons and stars. Moon and the stars. There you go. I'll show you the hearts as well. So there's your, oh, I love those. There's your moonies. These are the perfect charms, aren't they? You love charm bracelets, they're perfect for that. Let me show you the hearts. Hearts are super sentimental as well. Again, charms, I'd make a lovely charm bracelet. I'd make at least one charm bracelet out of these. There's your hearts with a drill hole. I've got loads to show you, absolutely stacks. Have you ever done your geometric beading? I've got the little weenie, weenie. Balls of silver, love those. They're fantastic. You've got absolutely hundreds in there. Now you've also got jump rings. Look at the flower beads. These are phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I've just seen the other one. Oh, I need this. This is wonderful. Has not been in stock since January. They came, they went. Oh, you're already multi-buying on this one. I think it's going to sell out by the way you're going on the phone lines now and on the website. Come on. Now we only had 100. And last time, how many did we have before they all sold out? 230 was what we had last time. They sold out in a heartbeat. And that was in January. If you don't get them now, it takes us, well, as you can imagine, these haven't been in since January. They sold out straight away. It's taken us that many months to get these back. 6 months. Goodness gracious, don't hesitate, whatever you do. You can always send this back after the 30 days, during the 30 days, if you don't want it. But right now they're available. Grab them quickly. If you missed out last time, look at these. Oh, way up, sorry. This is my star buy. We don't even have star buys here in the mid-show, but we are today because we had to. Real silver on copper, all E-coated. You get 3 of those. You've got absolutely stacks in here. Let me show you the stars and flowers. You've got bead caps, you've got big striped, well, no, they're not striped, they're, what do we call these, grooved ball beads. Look at those. Now you've also got, let me show you these, would you call these stars or flowers? I'm calling them stars. Puffy stars, yeah, like Rainbow Bright Star. Whoops. So you've got the moons, the stars, and the hearts, brush squares, Italian brushing on there, that's lovely. You've got the rondelles, oh my gosh, I've got absolutely loads, so you get quite a few of the squares too. Squares or diamonds, whichever way you want them at. Large balls, bead caps. The good thing about this is you get the little pots. Now, JewelleryMaker, I know that the little pots we love. We love storing our bits and crafty pieces, don't we? Look at the bead caps as well, it's lovely, isn't it? Now, look at all of the pots that you get. All of the pots of different findings. You've got absolutely blinking stacks. Then, what I love about this, if you want to, if you sell your jewellery on, you've actually, well, you look more professional for a start, but you put a little bit of foam in here, you can store rings and things, and because it's got the window at the top, you can see through it. So put your foam there. So you've got a nice display case there too. Everything comes with, there's loads of you on the phone lines. Now I'm seeing many multi-buys, remember. Is this true? Did you tell me we only had 100 of these? We've only got 100. Already 30 have gone. You've got to be very quick indeed. Let me see your names on my screens. 106 444 655 is the number to be calling. HEA Z91 back in stock for the first time since January. 200, over 200 went, and this is the only time we've had them since. Jennifer, you've got yours. Andrea's got 2. Danielle, Jessica, Stella, you've got 2. Mary, Sandra, Patricia, Shani, Francesca, Carol, Samina, hello Samina, Sharon, Josie, absolutely loads of you. £15.95. I've seen matrix boxes for a lot more than that, and you know what? This is so worth it. You've got toggle clasps, you've got shepherd's hooks. I mean, if you're going to go to a craft fair and you're going to make loads and loads of jewellery, I mean, you could sell it individual charms for what, £1 each? Or you could sell each little pot individually, actually, couldn't you? If you wanted to resell, make a little profit, that's fine. There's no law against that. A lot of people buy from us because they are tradespeople, jewellery makers, jewellery designers, crafters. These all work in conjunction with lots of other crafts as well. Look at all of these pots. You get stacks, 20 pots in total. 480 pieces. We're going to do something special. We're not staying at £15.95. I didn't know this, but Danny had it planned all along because he's a rascal. We're taking the price down to £12 and for 480 pieces. Just get it quick. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. Don't forget, if you already ordered this, don't worry, we never take from your card until we actually ship your order. £12.95. Do not leave it to chance. I think this one's going to sell out. Mary, Jennifer, Danielle. I'm seeing a lot of multi-buyers. Sandra, Hilary, Rosaline. I've got Deborah and Sharon in County Durham. Vera's joined us. Anna Marie in Worcestershire's got 2. Anonymous in Yorkshire. I'm seeing a load of multi-buyers now. Use your debit card. We do take credit cards. Don't panic. We take absolutely debit cards and credit cards, and we ship from the UK. Linda in Sussex, Agnes in Sussex as well. Loads and loads of you there. £12.95. Make sure you're quick. Debbie, it's always great to have things like this in our stash so that we can just grab and design.
Yep, because what's more annoying than, you know, you've got an idea in your head, you know what you want to do, and you can't find the right finding.
Mm-hmm. It'll have an effect on your finished piece, Debbie.
Well, it annoys you, doesn't it? And then that comes out in your work, usually. Your temper.
Does it? It stops you from designing. I suppose you've got to design calm, haven't you?
Well, if you're in a good mood, you'll probably design something different than if you're in a bad mood. And if you're in a bad mood because you haven't got the findings that you want, that's never going to help, I don't think.
I also think you can think, what am I going to do with this gemstone? I've got that in the cupboard. That's going to go really, you know, it can actually aid in the design process in the first place.
Yep.
It might not be that you've got the idea first. It might be, in fact, that you've got the idea off the back of having these in your cupboard. $12.95, and they're flying out the door. I've got lots of unchecked baskets here, and there is a queue on the phone lines. Please don't worry, that 0800 number is a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. If you're shopping from overseas, from the UK, please go over on your screen on the website to the right-hand side. There's a drop-down menu to change it to your currency. $12.95. If you're brand new to jewellery making, you don't just get this. You'll get a host of free goodies with your very first order. Look at that quantity absolutely flying out. Now, you will get with your first order a free tutorial DVD. It will tell you the what's, the wherehows, and the what-nots of jewellery making. It will also familiarise yourself with some very foreign words indeed. That is the language of Jewellery Maker. It's a little bit like that their language in Star Trek, Klingon, I think it's called. We have our own language here at Jewellery Maker. Now, if you want to learn any of that, please don't worry. There's loads of information on the website. Don't forget, we've got that gorgeous new rose quartz coming up. So if you were thinking about getting that and you wanted the perfect finding to go with, have a lovely rose quartz bracelet with all those moon stars and the heart stars. It'd be just so pretty, wouldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. I am seeing multi-biorama right in front of me right now. Carolyn Berkshire, 2 for you. I've got Jill, Jean, Gillian, Helen, Christine, Anne. I've got Joanne and Pat and Em and Jill and Jean, Joan and Linda, Deborah, you've got yours. Please sit tight on that one. Have they sold out? Few left. I have got something a little, you know, I said to you I was going to tell you a secret. Well, I actually didn't get round to telling you the secret because the secret arrived before I got to let the cat out of the proverbial bag. Now, I'm going to give you something rather exciting, something I've not seen on screen for a very long time. Only came into stock yesterday. Need it, want it, gotta have it. Get on the phone lines quickly, 0800 644 655. You can shop online, it's jewellerymaker.com. I've got the white bust for you if you want to display your jewellery. If you bought anything you think is worth displaying beautifully, raise it up. Show your customers. There's a lot of hype on the phone lines for this already the minute I showed it to you. I have got for you the white necklace bust display. If you're creating things from wire and you really want to highlight, look, see how much better it looks when it's on a bust. Doesn't matter what you've got in your collection, you want to display it proudly. It could be that you're doing workshops, you want to display that piece proudly. It could be that you're selling pieces, maybe it's at a rock and gem fair or a craft fair, you want to raise those pieces up. If you've got footfall coming through, lots of different stalls, lots of different jewellery makers, raise yours up so it can be seen from afar. If everything's flat on the table, nobody can see it from a certain distance. Get it up there into people's eyes and show them your beautiful, beautiful designs. I'm giving you the small necklace bust display. I mean, we're saying it's small, but I actually don't think it's that small at all, do you? I'm going to talk you around this. It's got a leatherette feel to it, and it's all spongy and soft, as you can see. Fabulous quality all around. Now, I've got something here to show you as well. It's got an added feature, boingy, boingy, boing. That's actually to attach so that you can rest your piece at the right place. You just can use that almost as a clip-on piece. I think it adds a certain elegance. Loads and loads of you are on the phone lines for this IQZ X87. I haven't seen these on air for ages. Since before Christmas, I haven't seen it. Now, it came back into stock yesterday. $7.95. Loads of you there. Absolutely stacks of you there. Now, do you know what? Don't worry about your queues on the phone because it's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. £7.95, under £10. Debbie, talk to me about the importance of displaying your jewellery.
It's vital, and you do need to make your, if you are selling, you do need to make your stand, your areas look attractive, and it's important. I worked in retail jewellery for about 8 years, probably about no longer than that actually, and it always used to amaze me how we'd have a display in the window, we'd take something out for cleaning, or if it was, we had a whole chain of different shops in the same area, so sometimes pieces would move round, and once something had disappeared from the window, people used to come in. So same thing.
Say, where's that gone?
Where's it gone? You had a necklace in the window. I've been looking at it for weeks.
Because you created the urgency by taking it away.
Yeah, and the same thing happens. So if you had some busts in white and some in black, and you changed them around, it could be then that that's just the difference. Say somebody's walked past in the morning,
panic, yeah,
and then they'll hang on, that's changed, and they'll come over, and 9 times out of 10 people will say, where's that necklace gone that was on the white bust at the front? And it's on the black bust now over here.
Because they keep thinking about it, and I think with jewellery like that, you sort of think, shall I?
Yeah.
What about photographing our jewellery? If you want to send your jewellery to the Wall of Fame and you want to display it in a professional manner, then this is exactly the sort of thing you want to do. I've got the black bust for you. I'm seeing multi-buyers. Anonymous in Aberdeenshire has got 3, Carol's got 2, Gina's got 2 as well. Loads of you in for this one. Now I've got the black bust 2. Can't see that next to me. Have a look. Have a look. I can't see. Right, hang on, sorry, I thought you just told me to bring the black one in a minute ago, so I did. Hang on, there are still some of these available, but I'm bringing it. Do you want me to do the black one now as well, or do you... Okay, $7.95. $7.95. IQZ X87. Oh, we had loads of you multi-buying. We have still got stock of this. We have quite a few of them, so please don't worry. Part of the trade show yesterday, but I haven't seen them for months and months. I don't reckon I've seen these since before Christmas. I don't know whether it's something that I don't have in the afternoon show. I'm not sure whether it's just a day show thing, but I haven't seen these for ages. I always think though, if you are photographing your jewellery, you want to do it nicely, then absolutely. Even if you don't sell, to display. What about if you've been thinking about doing jewellery parties? Because you still want it, still important to display properly.
To look, it's
to look professional.
Well, what it does, it shows that you value the piece that you've made. If you've displayed it properly, it shows that you value it, so other people will then value it as well. If
you sell your pieces online, you want to get the photographs of them, right? So we still have availability of this. I'm going to give you the black now. I realise I'm wearing a black dress, so I'm going to put a piece of jewellery on it for you. There is a certain amount of elegance. Where shall I go? There we go. Certain amount of elegance, isn't there, with the black? And this time, instead of being leatherette, it's very, very velvety. Now, you'd go for this one. I think you'd go for both of them, but this one, very velvet. So your pieces will stay nicely, but it's elongated. So for instance, actually I've got one of these here, and I want to show you that if you are creating larger, longer pieces like this one here, see how that elongation works in actually allowing the longer pieces to sit. So I'm going to give to you, I mean, it just looks so much more professional, and that piece will go just as well here. Look, that elongation. It just looks so elegant, doesn't it? £7.95. GYZ X02. 200 of these flew out the door yesterday. Here's your second chance. Only the last remaining amount from yesterday's show that we've got here for you this afternoon. GYZ X02. Let us know where you've used your bust. Has it made a difference to your sale? Has it made a difference to the way you photograph your pieces? Let me know how you know, things have changed for you by displaying. Have your sales gone up just because of the way you sell? Now, this has got the elastic on the back as well, so that you can actually hinge your pieces. It's going to be very hard to show you that because it's in black. It's here. You can see it, sort of, can't you? And it is very sturdy. It's a quality piece, is this. 7.95. Loads of you on my screen. Don't forget to text us in. We want to know how you're doing today. Lots of multi-buys. Karen in Norfolk, 3 for you. Janet, 3 for you. Philippa, 2 for you. Anonymous in Tyne-and-Wear, 2 for you. Anonymous in Aberdeenshire. Esther, you've got 2. Esther's got 3. Richard, you've got yours as well. Claire in Staffs, Jean in Cumbria, Anne in Belfast. Actually, do you know what? Even if you don't sell your pieces, no, I don't. I give mine as gifts. You do sell your pieces?
I do sell some, but I also give as gifts. But,
I think, what about displaying your own jewellery?
Yeah, I was just thinking it'd be really nice actually if you were going to give a gift to actually wrap it up on a bust, because it'd look so fantastic, wouldn't it, to open up a big box.
You could do a big cellophane.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I think as well, Debbie, if you want to, perhaps you've been thinking about putting displays in glass cabinets.
Yeah.
Because I know when I had a beauty shop, a lady used to come and fill up with jewellery, and it was a glass cabinet she provided, and she actually provided all the bits that were inside there. And thinking about it now, she had steps and things that she put things on. But if you were thinking about doing that, you'll need display material, because if things aren't displayed properly, it's like you don't want to eat dinner that's been thrown on a plate. Why would you want to buy jewellery that wasn't displayed properly? Because it doesn't look worth it, does it? 7.95, 0800 44655. GYZX02 is your item code. Gina's got 2. Sylvia, you've got yours. Jill and Sally with 3. I've got unchecked baskets. Please make sure you are checking out baskets for this one. You can use your credit card, you can use your debit card, absolutely. The details for the smaller, not the small or the large, the white pasta at the bottom of your screen at 7.95 as well. Lots of you in for this one. Now, what did I do with that? I've got it. Look at this. I'm actually going to use my display bust. Look at this. Gorgeous. Details for the black bust is at the bottom of your screen. Have a look. Brand new rose quartz. Brand new rose quartz. Don't you think this is more of a kunzite pink? Do you know, I don't think have I seen rose quartz cut in this way? It's absolutely stunning. Look at the colour.
That's beautiful.
Femininity personified, isn't it? Really pretty, soft baby pink. Could be christening pieces. Could be that you want to make a bridal piece, bridesmaid. I mean, it's just soft and feminine and gorgeous, isn't it? You need it. You need it in your stash. You've got 90 carats in total. And these have got, look at the facets, a graduation between 5x3 to 9x6 on a 20 centimetre strand. Look at the clarity. Check out that colour. Absolutely breathtaking, aren't they? Just breathtaking. Now these, like kunzite, I think have a slight bluey pink to them, if that makes sense, because we see all different tones of pink, don't we? Do you agree with that?
I agree with that, definitely.
That's why I thought, is this kunzite, is this rose quartz, when I first saw it. This is a really high-end gems of distinction strand. I would put these in earrings. I would definitely put these in necklaces. What about you, Deb?
I'd do earrings as well, so the light can show around them and you can see all the faceting.
Earrings, nice chandeliers.
Yep. But also a bracelet so that I could look at it.
Yes. I like the idea of the charm bracelet with a couple of pretty charms.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Rose quartz are gems that you see out there, like, you know, Pandora, Links of London, Thomas Sabo, their charms. A lot of them are rose quartz and amethyst. I think perhaps it's because it's a gemstone that is faceted so beautifully and doesn't cost them hundreds upon hundreds. However, if you go in there, you'll spend about £120 on some rose quartz earrings, which I've seen. I mean, they're beautiful, and you've got to consider the cut, and you've got to consider here that we give you trade prices, because often you are buying as a tradesperson, a jewellery maker that sells on RSR U97. One of the most delicate strands of rose quartz we have, arguably one of the most beautiful strands of rose quartz we have, I think. Tiptoe Soft Rose Petals RSR U97 with a 30-day money-back guarantee. $11.95. Gems of distinction, rose quartz. The facets are super beautiful. The colour is soft and stunning. Think about this with Amazonite. Think about this with your steampunk pieces. It's a very sort of steampunk colour, isn't it? Very vintage, beautiful. At $11.95. Let us know what you're going to do with yours. Danny, you're driving me mad today with these prices. You're crazy. You're crazy. He's going to take the price tag down. It's a launch price at $9.95. $9.95, under £10. Rose quartz, gems of distinction. Run, get it quick. Margaret in Scottish Borders, you've got yours. Marjorie in Cumbria, Andrea in South Yorkshire, Eva in Tyne and Ware, Pamela, you've got two. Elizabeth, Natalie, Angela. Now Eva's on the phone lines, which reminds me, did you then, Danny, go and watch Wally the other day, like I told you to? Wally. He hasn't seen it, Tom. He hasn't seen Wally. $9.95. You watched Gavin and Stacey instead, did you? Omelette? Did you get the text message I sent you? Omelette? Did you understand? I put eggs on toast, food of champions. $9.95. They're always having omelettes in Gavin and Stacey, in case you didn't know. Anna Marie, you've got yours. Patricia, Sharon. Patricia's in the city of Bristol. Where? Down the, is it the feed? Where is it? Where Park Street. They put a slide from the top to the bottom, and you could slide down Park Street. Let us know if you slid down Park Street. Did you know that, Tom? 30 have gone and sold out. RSR U97. Well done to everybody that has got theirs. Beautiful colours. Like myself and Deb agreed that these do look more kunzite pink.
Yeah, it's got
and
a
if I
definite
had
blue.
to bet my life on it, I couldn't.
No, it's got more clarity as well than rose quartz would generally have.
Yeah.
That would lead me to think it's a kunzite strand.
Do you know what? I would argue that this was kunzite. If somebody said, look, is this rose quartz or kunzite? I'd say, I think it could be. Stephanie in Hertfordshire, you've just made the right choice. It's gorgeous. Stella in Berkshire, congratulations. You have just come through on the Webby Latte. Make sure you're checking out baskets. Don't forget to send us cheeky text messages. What have you called by which of it is not its name? What have you done, Tom? Have you ever called something which isn't something? Does that make any sense whatsoever?
All the time.
All the time. A thingy-majig.
Thingy-majig.
My mum does that thing. I saw what's his name the other day.
Yeah.
You know, thingy-majig.
And then once you've worked out who it is, you don't even know them anyway.
Yeah, I know. You're like, Mum, what? Yeah. I've never met that person in my life. You have. Betty's son. Oh, yeah. What did you do, Chloe? Chloe did one. Yes, we all know. She thought that the New Year in Scotland was mahogany, and it's hogmanay. Married to a Scotsman.
Oops.
Did you have a ham piece over the weekend? Did you, Chloe? She's not listening. She's got a ham piece in her mouth right now. No. Do you know something? Newsflash. Brand new strands of agate. Multicoloured. Bust, brand new rose quartz. The Tanzanite. What's going on today? Good grief. It is a week of celebrations in the Cleary household, so I'm just going to bring that to screen as well.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. Have a look. I love these strands. You've got so much for your money in strands like this. Look at all of the different seasons we're seeing here in the colours. That beautiful sky blues, summer yellows, but you've then got the reds and the greens, could be Christmassy. You've got the blacks in there as well. I love these puffy pennies because they sit so beautifully. This is a brand new strand, and it's not the only one I'm going to give you, my dear hearts. I'm also going to give you ovals because I love you. And these are going to look great in earrings. These are going to be wonderful, just in a simple necklace, little drops. Have a look and wonder, oh my gosh, I've just noticed how many different shades of blue I get. Then I'm going to give you the twisted, we're calling these twisted or just twists? We're calling them swirly drums, actually, is what we're calling them. They're 10 by 8. Now, the swirly drums offer you a different kind of luster, and actually the light just sort of twists around them, which I think is fantastic. I love the fact that you've got the blacks in there as well, because you always need a black gemstone and a white gemstone in your stash as your staple colours. I think this is glorious, and I think this is really going to be a one for you if you've just started jewellery making, you're experimenting with colours, and you want to sort of, you know, you want to play around with the seasons as well. What do you think, Deb? Different shapes, same colours, you can just go to town with it, can't you?
Yeah, it's a nice thing to have, and just experiment with how the shapes work and threading them in different ways and putting them at different angles, and try making a beady bead out of the two different shapes.
Yeah.
You know, they'll sit differently and they'll have a different look about
Ladder
them.
weaves do the same, don't
yeah,
they?
Yeah, and it's really nice because you can either separate out the colours or keep them all together. It'd work either way with those.
I agree. You can unstrand this and put them all in their colour groups. I know Mark Smith, who's in the next room now, would do that. Or you can keep them together. I quite like, do you know, sometimes jewellery makers, do you ever get it where I even get this with what shoes go with what dress in the morning. I think, oh my goodness, I've completely misunderstood colours today.
Yeah.
What goes with what? You know, when you just have that mental block and you're like, what? No, it's like writer's block, it's jewellery maker's block, colour block. I think a strand like this can set you on your way. It puts you back on the path of jewellery makers.
I really like those twisted barrel ones as bracelets and going round between wires.
Ooh, yeah.
So you have them sort of lying across the other way, as it were.
Upways rather than acrossways.
So you sort of put wire through the hole and around some structure, whether it's leather or a thicker gauge of wire, and lay them next to each other.
Like a ladder?
Yeah.
Stacking them up like a ladder.
So they're the rungs of the ladder, yeah.
How lovely are
because
these?
They work so nicely, and you get a totally different look with it undulating then around the wrist.
These remind me of when you release balloons into the sky of all different colours.
And they're like fruit gums, aren't they?
Oh,
sort of,
yeah.
All the different citrus and
I
black currant.
Colours just make things happier, don't they?
They do.
$18.95, 3 brand new strands. Part of Jenny's bundles today, my lovers. ATG C78, the 3 brand new strands, multicoloured agate ovals, drums and coins. £12. That's £4 a strand. I'm still doing that thing. 200 carats in your swirl drums at 10 by 8. The puffy coins are all yours at 9 by 8, and your ovals 10 by 8 as well. So you have got different shapes, different sizes, and a whole array of colour to work with. A stash essential, and a genuine gemstone trio to boot. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you're getting from us here today. Now, you might be thinking Deb's got an easy life of it today, but she hasn't, because I'm going to challenge her. I did have Deb's challenge here, but it seems to have disappeared from my desk. It so has, unless it's here. No, it's not. Let's call Deb's challenge. Deb's challenge today. Actually, I'd like to have some sort of responsibility for.
Yes. Because
Deb and I were chatting upstairs, and I said, we've got this, can I give it you as your challenge? Because I really think this is a great thing through the jewel paper. We were sort of spinning ideas off each other upstairs. I am a massive fan of mesh. I blooming love the stuff. I absolutely love it. Now, you've not used mesh before, Debbie, so actually what I said was, she said, well, I haven't used it before, and I said, well, good, actually, this is good. But so I'm gonna then hopefully we're going to be able to relate to anybody else at home, Debbie,
Yep.
who also has never used mesh. Debbie, I promise you, has never used this medium before. She's aware of the medium. 18mm thickness in silver, 1 meter of mesh. Wire mesh has a memory, it will be pulled back to where it was. It's wonderful if you make jewellery and you're worried about making mistakes. You don't need to worry with mesh because you can bend it, twist it and shape it, and if you don't love it, you pull it back together. Now you've got 18mm in black, 18mm in width and 1 meter in length, and the same in the bronze. Here is exactly what you can do. I've got some examples of what you can do with mesh from our DVD that you're also going to get with this bundle. Wonderful wire mesh done by the fabulous Gemma Crow. Who doesn't love that girl? There she is with her Gloucestershire fingers. Have a look. Making fascinators, making roses. It's possible, and can I tell you something? It's blinking easy as well. Making lilies, you can do it. I will say to you this, and I said this to Debbie upstairs, for anybody who's worried about using wire but wants to, take the first step and use mesh, because mesh is made up of very skinny wire, but it's easier to manipulate. So I'd go down the mesh route first. You've got dexterity problems, mesh is going to be your friend as well. You've got a DVD that's an hour long with the fabulous Gemma Crow. You're also getting 3 lots of mesh. The DVD on its own is £4.95. I'm going to give to you the DVD, 3 meters of gorgeous mesh in 3 different colours for £16.80, which is what it should be, but we're taking it down as a bundle price tag only for today. SBG C81. I'm going to give you a phenomenal offer. You're going to get all this for just £10.90. Great saving, wonderful medium. Here's an example of the sorts of things you can create easily, I promise you, easily with mesh. Deb, any early thought? Now, are you using it?
I am.
Good, now tell me everything, because it's the first time you've ever used it. Ever, amen.
I wanted to do something quite delicate with it.
How are you finding it?
I'm loving it. It is like, it's like fabric.
Yes.
Like a fabric tube. And so I'm trying out different textures and just playing around a bit at the minute. But,
I think that looks rather bridal, what you're making there, my dear.
Yeah, I was going to have some sprays of stuff coming out when I find some.
Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying playing with that?
Yeah, I am. It's good. It's really nice stuff.
A medium you'll use again?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the
usually
shock
go
is how
wild.
easy it is, Deb, do you think?
It is. It's really easy to create mega impact with it without having to do huge amounts of work. And it looks a lot more detailed and intricate because it is a mesh. So you've got all of the different strands going on with it. It's a really nice.
Keeps
really
its
nice
prettiness still, doesn't it?
It does,
it's very,
yeah.
And that silver's very frosted, isn't it?
It is. It's a really nice texture, and it's contrasting with the headband. And also, I've got some other bits and pieces that I'm mixing in with it, and it contrasts really nicely. So, yeah. And also the black here works brilliantly well with the copper one, because you've got the high shine on the copper. But the black it's almost got a matte texture to it.
That is lovely together, isn't it?
It's really beautiful.
So a medium more
Love it.
forgiving than wire. I'm going to show you what I mean about that. Now, I really enjoy using this because it's very therapeutic, actually, I think.
Yeah,
and if you do have dexterity problems, I really don't think you need to worry. Watch this. Stretch it out if you want to, and look at what you can do. And then if you don't like that, pull it back into place. How easy is that? You can twist it and it'll keep its shape. Look at that. Easy. You can put things inside it. I can do it. What do you mean, wow, you can actually do this? It's easy, Chloe.
Rude.
Listen, if I can do it, you know, I ain't no genius, kid. I can make the lily. I can make the lily. You know I can make the lily, do you? Is that what you just said, Chloe? Have a look. Widen it up a bit. And then give it. I mean, how easy is that? Just made a lily. I know it's not, yeah, but look, now all I would do is put them in the middle, bring out, and then put some little beads on the end. It isn't rocket science. I promise you, with my hand, can I make that? Well, actually, yes, I can. So there you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. If I had the right tools, I wouldn't, and the amount of time.
It just takes time, I think.
It does. It takes time to manipulate. But it is easy to make a
tidy
rose.
up. Yeah.
Please don't think it's not easy, because I promise you it is. Gemma shows you how to use it. You can cut it, you can open it out, you can frill it. I promise you, with everything that I am, to manipulate this into patterns is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I promise you.
And it looks like you've spent hours knitting it all and then weaving it together and shaping it. And you haven't.
It's minimal effort, really and honestly minimal effort. I'm going to show you, I can make a sort of flower just by ruching, and then you can sew it into each other as well. Look, so if you just ruche it, you can make flowers. Look. I mean, how easy was that to make a flower shape? So you can make flowers really easily. Do you see that? Really, really easily. It's such an easy medium. I promise you. Don't forget, if this is the first thing you've ever bought, here at JewelleryMaker, you will also get lots of free goodies as well, including a free tutorial DVD that's step-by-step, free DM Hub magazine, and a free book also. Have a look. I'm just going to, do you know what? If I've looked at that now and gone, don't like it, ordinarily, I'd be absolutely ruined. That would be, you know, it'd be like, well, tough luck. Not with this beautiful stuff. If only they made sheets out of this, bed sheets and trousers, and we could just pull them straight. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes, but couldn't we do that? You don't think it'd be comfortable to lie on? Well, I want someone to. Why is it we can?
Quite smooth and silky.
It is. I would lie on that.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not rough.
No, I'm not smelling it. I'm lying on it. It's not rough. Look. Do you know what? That's a great idea. Riddle me this, though. Riddle me this. Put a man on the moon, but can't invent a fabric that doesn't need ironing. Priorities wrong, I think. You can buy shirts that are supposed to be... No, you still need to iron them.
Yeah.
You do.
Doesn't
don't,
work.
Tom. Shake and go, is that what you do? No. Yeah, out the tumble dryer. Shake and go. No. Whoops-a-daisy tin pots. No, I'm going to have to teach you the language of when you've got a baby, Chloe, like all the songs that are important to you. What do you mean you don't want to know any of my songs? Well, you're not going to put your little girl or boy in his or her Jim Jamalunas. Is it a boy? How do you know? When? You don't know. Lee texts me. Well, a wrong husband. Maybe Lee did text you. You've been fooling around with my boyfriend again, Chloe. Have a look. Oh dear. Look what I got for you coming up later on. Oh, we're going to do it now, are we? Yes, brilliant. Now, have a look at this strand and think, where's my rose quartz? Think vintage. Now this is aquamarine, but I think this has got a super vintage feel to it. How verdigris is that? How steampunk are these together? They're gorgeous, aren't they? What a beautiful combination. Now, look at those all together. When you want a real pastel shade of aquamarine, this is the strand that you want. Look at the colours. Now they are more of a greeny, paley green to the bluer aquamarine than we're used to, and I love that because it's so important to get as many different shades, I think, as you can. To me, this is much more vintage.
I love the greener shade of aquamarine. That's my favourite.
I'm a green girl too. I think because it makes you think of nature.
Yeah.
I love blue though, I
Tranquil.
do.
Yeah, I do, but
These are a real sort of
stunning.
milky green.
Soft.
There's a milky clarity to these, and I really adore the calmness of the tone.
Yeah.
Actually, you could make some really Grecian pieces. What about antique bronze with these? Offer them to some antique bronze wire and have a beautiful ring. I think it's going very nicely with scale mail as well. Let's look at the cut we've got, because actually here we're seeing a larger aquamarine gemstone than we're used to, and they're checkerboard faceted too, plus they're drilled at the top, so they're going to make a really easy flower. I love these. Have you ever had a bouquet of Sweet Williams? Ooh, that kind of, they smell amazing.
Yeah.
They smell amazing. It's going to look great with the silver mesh. It's very bridal there, isn't it? Very, very bridal. WHRU63, you've got 85 carats. And these are on the graduation from 13 by 8 to 17 by 16. They're under £10 for aquamarine, the birth gemstone of March. And I would make pendants, individual pendants out of these. I would certainly make earrings out of these too. Definitely think flowers, because of the way they're top drilled, just 5 in a row, bought together, easy peasy lemon squeezy, absolute perfection right there. And then WHRU63 is your item code. This is your 19th wedding anniversary gift as well. If you can make it to the 19th year, then this is the gemstone for you. Now it's time to give you our next kit of the day. Hooray! Shall I move on this out way? Shall I? I feel a bit like weird after my tyre was at number 9 today. I was shocked by that. Well, yeah. I told you my battery went in my car, and I believe in fate, whether you do or not, I'm not sure.
Yep.
But when this guy came along, because he saw 2 women trying to put jump leads on a car, not jump rings. Don't ask somebody to start your car with jump rings, Ali, because that happened to me today. If you've got any jump rings, my battery's flat, I said. Oh, and a viewer just texted in saying something else, which I'm not going to repeat on air. Now, they went, no! But I do appreciate your text, and I've had a little secret giggle to myself over that. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, then the guy that stopped said to me, your tyre looks low. And when I went to the garage, you know when you put the thing in, it's supposed to be at 40. It was at number 9, and I was going on oh, it's fate that, it's fate. Yours was at 5. Ali had a higher car at 5. Mine's supposed to be at 40. Anyway, Danny can't drive, and this is a prime example of why. Now, Debbie, did you choose the gemstones in your kit?
No.
You were given them as a selection?
Yeah.
So they were put together by Pip or by Beck?
I think it might have been Laura.
Oh, bridal designer Laura.
Yep.
How lovely. Now, black and purple are quite sexy together, so it probably was Laura. Now, you've got rondelles here that are stacked like plates. I love these. And actually, they're little coins almost, flat coins. Quite traditional cut, that. And I really adore it. And I think these are going to look very good with gold. Then you've got, look at the sparkle. They'll look nice with that rose gold, won't they? You're right, Chloe. You've been here long enough to know that. Rose quartz, sorry, yeah, Chloe, just checking. Can I just say, I just want you to riddle me this. When was the last time any of us saw a 6mm black round? Ages. 6mm black round. We've seen 8 and 10 and 12. I haven't seen any 6mm black rounds. They're here. Then I've got, look at these. Hand carved. These are like totem poles, aren't they? Aren't they fabulous? Are you seeing can you see it right? They look what, sorry, darling? Gorgeous. I'm going to put these on a white bust so that you can really appreciate the carvings. Because it's quite hard to show you, unless you're this would be nice on a macrame bracelet, wouldn't it? Very nice, absolutely beautiful. Do you know what they're supposed to be? Lotus flowers. They're in the shape of a lotus flower, it says. They're 10 mil. Can I just see if I can show you one of them? Is that all right? It's kind of tricky, you know. Let me come. Imagine the carvery of this. Unbelievably intricate. Beautiful. Just, I'm absolutely blown away by the attention to detail that the lapidrist has put into each bead by hand. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Amazing.
So you've got all these lovely gemstones. I really like the colours. These are a very midnight celebration kind of duo, aren't they?
Yeah.
I want to go to a cocktail party wearing these. Somewhere very posh. You've got somewhere posh to go. These are the colours. Like maybe you're going out for dinner with Scott Marley, for instance. You could be doing something like that. Now, I'm also going to give you some really lovely colours in the copper, which I always think looks like rose gold. 0.4. 0.6 and 1 mil wire. 10 metres of each, 30 metres in total. You've got the gemstones, you've got the wire. Should be £38.65, but today, my dear hearts, we're going to take that price tag right down for you. YHG C74 is your item code all the way down to just £24.95. You've got the gemstones, you've got the wire. Now we're going to give you the inspiration with the gorgeous Deb. We've got 2 wonderful strands of amethyst graduated faceted rondelles, 2x1 to 5x3 on a 30 centimetre strand. Your black agates, the lotus carving, 10 mil, and then you've got your amethyst plain wheels, 4x1 to 6x1 on a 20 centimetre strand. Black agate plain, it does work very well with the rose gold, doesn't it? Plain rounds at 6 mil. We need it. Let's go and be inspired by the gorgeous Deb for the second time today. Now, have you got any questions whatsoever about anything we're giving to you here today? Have you got any comments for us? Then do give us a text, 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio. Normal network charges will apply. You can do it for free by visiting us on allthews.jewellerymaker.com. We love hearing from you. We love the interaction. Now, let's get some inspiration. I love what you've done with those rounds. It looks fantastic. Have a look. Gorgeous use of wire. So we've got a torque necklace here,
Yeah.
Deb.
You could fasten it if you'd prefer by turning one of the end.
You could make a little
into
hook out of that, couldn't you?
Yeah. If you prefer that. So.
You've also got a ring as
Yes.
well. Are you going to show us how to make both or one?
We'll see how we get on.
Lovely.
But I was going to show you how to do the torque.
Lovely. Now it looks like you might have used a gizmo here. Did you, or are you freehanded?
No, it's all
Oh, well
just
done.
wrapped on the 1 mil.
Fair play to you. I like it that you've done that.
Yeah, because I find it hugs the wire better.
What if you do it
So
freehand?
if you do it freehand, yeah.
And you can keep the tension all the way through,
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
you? Yeah, it's lovely as that, isn't it? It's beautiful. YHG C74. Get yourself dialed in for this one. Now, right, what do
Okay.
I need to start off with, Debbie?
So we start off with 1 mil, and I've cut 3 lengths of 1 mil wire. Get that out of the way, otherwise I'll get caught up. Okay, so what I did was I actually started weaving. Okay, we get, now your lengths don't have to be all the same.
They don't?
They don't.
Pourquoi?
Because as long as they're long enough to go around the neck section and come down to sort of your collarbone.
Your décolletage-ish
area. That's fine because you can add extra in if you need to.
And I suppose it allows you to sort of stagger your wire spirals and things like that, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I have added a couple of spirals in, but they disappear into the weave, so you don't see it. You don't see where the extras have been added.
Where they've been added. So it's good. You can always add at this on this design, which is what I like.
You can.
Okay.
But I suppose they're around about 1 metre long, each of the 3 lengths.
Okay.
So as long as you've got enough to go all the way around the neck, then you'll be fine. So we actually did the weave using 0.6.
Okay.
Because it gives...
I thought you'd use the 0.4.
Yeah, it gives a chunkier look, a more defined texture.
Yeah. But again, I know I've used the word rustic once already today, but gives more of a sort of rustic feel actually to the pieces, doesn't it?
Well, again, this one is based on a torque necklace that I'd made with a big chunk of amethyst at the front and a big amethyst bead, and it was based, I did it around the time that the treasure, the Saxon hoard, was dug up in Staffordshire.
Ooh.
And so all of the pictures of that were all over the news all of the time, and it was in the museum in Stoke and stuff like that. So it really inspired me, the shapes and the swirls and the sort of the detail and the enamel work to create a torque. So this is based on that, using sort of the purple gemstone, and the carving as well works really well with it, I think.
How lovely. So we've got our inspiration. Now let's get started.
Okay.
So you've got your 3 lengths of wire.
So 3 lengths of wire. So if I start, what I'll start doing is wrapping 1 on its own. So I'll just move that. So just hold the end and it sticks up just to purchase, and wrap just tightly, keeping your wraps close together. And just wrap around. Now what I did on the first one I made, I was very random, and it annoyed me in the end because not all of my wrapping was equal. And it's, although I like it, I'm a bit irritated by it. So just
Squidge together with your chain nose pliers. Use those to hand. Now actually I'm going to grab, because I can see that you're using your basic toolkit.
Yes.
And that was something you advised us, that you didn't need that many tools for this, just your basic toolkit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to show you, that what Debbie was just using was her chain nose pliers, which are here within your toolkit. This is the larger kit, which is actually my favourite one because of the reamer.
Yeah, the reamer's really good in there.
Yeah, it is. And you also get the bead measurer and the crimp tool. And let me just show you, I've got to show you this. These skinniest round nose pliers. The other ones are shorter and a bit fatter. These are skinnier and taller. Look how skinny they are.
They
So
go
the tiny
down to a real point, don't they?
Yeah. I'll give you those in a minute. Sorry, we'll give you those in a mo. We won't give them you right now.
So just tidying up the end where I'd started. So I've snipped a bit off, and then I'm just going to squeeze the end and make sure it goes round my wire so it doesn't stick out. Okay.
Lovely.
Okay. So we've got a section wrapped here. Now what I did was, I've got a tiny little tape measure. I don't know where I got it from. It looks like it could be, doesn't it?
I've got one of them. I don't know where it came from either. Yeah.
It just appeared.
I know where it came from. My sewing kit, my daughter's sewing kit.
Ah.
Yeah, it's in the little sewing kits that you get.
That must have been where I got it from then.
Yeah, me.
It's brilliant because it's got like a thing in the middle.
Yeah, it goes zip.
Really good. So it's okay. So what I did was I wrapped around the centre wire and created about 1.5 centimetres of wrapping, and then I took the next wire. Sorry, I'm going to spring all over the place here, aren't I? Tuck those under the desk out of the way. Okay, so what I do is I come under this wire and then up over that wire on the left and try and then it pulls round this, and then I take the third wire. Should have made these shorter for the demo. It's all right if I take, the cat's like playing with the ends when I'm at home. Okay, so I take this under the third wire and over and pull it tight.
I'm just hearing in my ear that the kit price is going down.
Ooh, for the big one.
For the whole your inspiration kit with all the gemstones.
Oh right.
And with the wire as
all
well.
The wire.
$21.95. 30 meters of wire, 2 strands of gorgeous amethyst. You have those hand carved black agates as well, lotus carving, and 6mm black agate plain rounds too. £21.95. Phenomenal deal. Amazing. I've got some more colourways in the wire as well to give you soon.
Oh, they'd be nice. The gold with the black as well. The black carved ones. That'd look really lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
I think they'd also look nice all intertwined, these colours, wouldn't they?
They would. If you use the wire twister tool, you could make the back section of a torque with twisting the 1mm or the 0.8 together. Is it 0.8 or 0.6 we've got? 0.6, isn't it? This one?
Yeah, we've got 0.4, 0.6
and
1 mil.
Yeah. So we've just gone back into the centre wire, and I'm working right up at the end here because it's easier, because then the long lengths of wire don't get in the way. So it then slides along, your weave slides along your wires. Okay, so we'll just pretend that I've done 1.5 centimetres of that again. I haven't, but then I can show you how just this section here again.
Thanks, Deb. I know it's difficult to do it that way.
So what I do, again, is come under to the back and then pull it up and around the one on the right this time, back under to the back, under the centre one, back up, around the one on my left. It's your right, isn't it? And if we go around that twice, I'm moving.
Just going to ask if we can show that to Kaz. I'm so sorry. I know it's really fiddly to do it literally upside down to you.
Tests.
You need go-go gadget arms for this.
I do, yeah. I'll need to stand on a stool so I'm up high.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, and then just to make sure everything's in line, I just give it a squeeze there, and it will
give it a little squidgeman.
Squidge. Now this, as you're working it and holding it, it will bend out shape, but you can straighten it all up once you've finished.
So don't worry about that. Don't worry at that point.
No. And then you slide your wires through your weave. So you need to keep checking to make sure you've not sort of over tightened anything. But you can pull your wires down.
Why are you sliding through now? What's that going to do?
Because then what that does, it sends this down the length of the wire, but it makes it easier to weave at this end, because otherwise, if I had all of these wires and they were all long, and I'm trying then to weave,
you'd be going around
it's
them.
like it's quite
fiddlate.
Yeah, it's a bit sort of wild. So it's easier to do it with a short length and then move it down. So you're getting a bit of a mess, because what happens is these wires are then going to start crossing each other and getting knotted up as well. So that is the weave all the way round the entire torque. And you can make your woven sections down the centre there, longer or shorter, however you prefer. So I've got that one there, and then the gemstones just slide on to the onto the wires. So at this end, so at one end we've got a really big feature on its own, with a lot of wire detail around the gemstone, and then at the other end we've got a lot more with the wire decoration and the 3 points where the gemstones are. So if I show you the end with the 3 first.
Yes, please.
Okay. So those are a bit long. Just shorten those off for the demo. So we've got a length of wire that's the 0.6 that we did our weave with, and then we've got our ends here that we're going to add the gemstones onto and weave around. So if I take one of the carved stones,
they're going to be the centre of almost like that flower design, aren't they?
Yeah. So thread it on, and they go on really easily onto the 1 mil wire.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah, there's loads of space there. And then take in some of the 0.4, take a length of that. So that's about 12 inches, I guess, 30 centimetres. We thread on the amethyst stones going around the outside. We thread them on to a 0.4 wire. So sometimes you can get the wire up the centre of the carved stone. Sorry, can't even see it. This time it's not going to. So just attach it to your centre wire with a few wraps, and this will disappear into your weave-in later on. Just again tidy it up using your flat nose pliers so you haven't got any spikes sticking out. Oops, hang on. Just nip around really with your flat nose to squash it flat, and then take in your amethyst. All I did was, without taking it off the strand, pinch it and then thread through onto your wire. So if you pinch it and then keep them in line without moving them, you can usually get quite a few through at a time. If you move it, then you have to do them individually. So there's no number that I can give you as to how many need to go on there.
Just work it.
You just need to.
They're quite organic
test.
actually in their thickness.
They are.
Aren't they?
They're not all identical. So again, I've got about 5 there, and they're all lined up, so they're all going to go on quite easily. Okay, so you pull that. Got too many. If you've got too many, don't take them off the wire. Just pull them across
to
the other side. Okay, and then you just wrap a couple of times round, and then you're ready to put round this side. So again, I'll thread those on. And
that was easy peasy lemon squeeze.
It's really easy to do that. So we'll pop a few more on, and then each one you'll just do exactly the same. Yep, that's perfect. So if I take that, let me move those out of the way. Take that, hold them in place with your thumb, and then you can wrap around and between this twist here, so the wrap that you did earlier, and it just pinches it in place, and you can't tell which side's which then for your wrapping. Okay, so I left that wire on, and what I did was then start to wrap around my side wires here for the decoration. So using the 0.4, I'm going to wrap around and just start to add some texture and detail onto this this wire going round. So you can add more in as and when you want. So if for example we wanted to add a swirl here and put a scroll in, then what we do is just take a length of 0.1. 0.1.
Oh, you can add it
That'd
in
be
this
tiny.
point.
Yeah.
0.1.
0.1.
1 mil, assuming.
Did you?
1.0. I'm just going to give everybody
Okay.
gold wire whilst you're grabbing that.
Show you how to add
Different
in there.
colourway for you, 0.6, 10 metres of. 1 mil, 10 metres of. 0.4, 10 metres of. Usual way to come shopping with us is to get dial-in 0800 644 655, free phone number. From a UK landline, you can join us on the web, you latte. It's JewelleryMaker.com, should be $11.85, which for 30 metres of wire was quite a brilliant price tag actually. We're going to go so low it might blow your Jewellery Maker socks off. So get yourself making sure, we should sell Jewellery Maker socks, £8.90. We should all jewellery make wearing our, you could say, can't come out today, I've got my Jewellery Maker socks on, and you actually would have them on. £8.90? If you did have them on, they'd be blown off at that price. £8.90. MJGC45. I'll bring you the silver later on. You've got 10 metres of each, 0.4, 0.6 and 1 mil. What a price tag. Brilliant value. Even if you're not getting the kit and you just want some more wonderful wire deals, then here it is for you.
Well, I've hardly used any of the gemstones at all in that.
Actually, you're right. You've just used 4 of the hand carved.
Yep.
And then probably about a quarter of the strand.
Yes. Yeah.
Of the amethyst. Do you reckon? Not even that, actually.
That's all. That's a full amethyst strand in there, plus what's left of these.
That.
So yeah, there's masses left.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you've got the different colourways, you could do 3 using these gemstones
and give your
and all
customers
the
different options.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the silver. We only had 48 to give to you at this price tag. I'm going to give you the silver in about 10 miniatos.
Okay.
Be quick with that.
I've made a double-ended scroll.
A double-ended scroll?
Double-ended scroll.
So and then put it on. That was as a separate element?
Yeah. So it's just, you make a scroll on one end, cut it off, and then scroll up the other end. And then you can change it as well, which way it faces, by just twisting. So if you just wanted to add it on like that, or twist it so they face each other.
Oh, fab.
And then holding it with your thumb and finger here and supporting it in place, and then just wrap it. So between the 2 scrolls, you can just wrap and then just push your wires along.
Keeping the tension the whole time?
Yep, otherwise your wrap will end up all baggy. And then there, that's attached. So now we can carry on, just make sure that's neat and tidy and up to the end there, and then carry on weaving along your wire. So I just wanted to show you a different texture. If you look at the the torque there, just above where the 3 gemstones are, this section here,
Yeah.
how I got that thickness and
There.
texture.
It's twisted almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I like that. It gives it a really nice sense of fluidity, actually, doesn't it?
it does, and it you can add in different elements again, and it's almost like in the Saxon treasure, there were horses and sea serpents and things, and it's got that sort of feel about it. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, the Saxon hoard.
I'll ask my
Brilliant.
sister about that at the weekend.
Oh,
We've got them all
yeah.
coming down. She's into stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible. So what I did was use 2 wires, twist them together just loosely and in an irregular way.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if I wrap really quickly, you can see that it starts to give you flat surfaces and twisted surfaces, so it will undulate then. So using the 0.4 still.
That's lovely.
wrap.
I like that. Can you see? Twisting the wire and then wrapping over the top of it, you get the most amazing effect, look.
And you can't get that by any other sort of way of working, really.
No other method
so it's
is
not
going to get
no,
that.
It's not going to give you that effect. And then when you twist it, you end up with a fantastic organic shape.
Oh, I love
Going
that,
round.
Debbie. I think that's fantastic. Beautiful that is.
So I'm just trying to think what other textures and sort of shapes and things I'd got
You could
in
have
there.
a massive
So,
scale in a bangle, couldn't you? Be lovely.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, this, because I haven't woven a full length here, it's quite short, so this could actually be formed into a bangle. Or another thing that I've done is this similar sort of thing, but only done half of it, and then put it on chain. So you've got a big woven section at the front,
and easy to just put.
and then
lovely.
chain going around the neckline. So with this, then you start forming your shape and working out where you want your twists and your bends. And so I take it like round there, and then probably, if we imagine that's going round with the rest of our gemstones on, form it into a nice swirl. So if we put then a scroll on this end, so I'll just cut that off there, scroll it up, and then to hold it all together so that these pieces don't then sort of spring out and disappear off in the wrong direction, you basically stitch your scrolls together. So if I use 0.6, cut off a length, and then let's see if I can get those to position a bit better. So I'll take that out of the way for now, because I need to carry on wrapping that, so it gives me the thicker section. Okay, I'm going to pull that up so it's along there, and then this scroll's going to meet this one. So I just stitch through by holding the tail against the wire and then going through one of the gaps, reposition it to make sure it's not going to move, and then just pull it and stitch it together. Oops, I want to go right through the centre of that one. And this just adds a bit more detail in. What you can do as well is use, I don't know if it'll go on the 0.6, let's try. Use one of the flat rondelles, and you can stitch it on to give a bit of, yep, they fit. Bit of detail just on the top section there as well, and it's almost like the enamel work on the Saxon
I'm going to look up this Saxon jewellery.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. They found it's a really massive find in a field in Staffordshire.
My sister would love that if I made her a piece of jewellery
gorgeous.
that replicated that.
Yeah, they found
really, that would really impress her, and it's hard to impress her. She's the cleverest. So it would be quite good if I was like, yeah, see,
like,
Saxon jewellery, I know all about it.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to trim that off, and then I'd have to tuck the tail in to tidy it up so it doesn't scratch.
Always leave your tails
Tuck
out
the
till
tail.
the last minute.
Well, you're never sure if you're going to need them. Mm-hmm. And
even if you think you're not, leave them just in case.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess at the minute, but we're getting there. So again, using 0.4, I want to attach this swirl that we're going to have created here. I want to attach that onto the torque so the whole thing holds together in place. So to do that, I think I just stitched over the, I think I put it over the top and then just stitched it on. So because you've woven all the way down the centre and then you've got these gaps here, it gives you space to push your 0.4 wire
It'll go through there, will it, without bending?
Yeah, it goes through really easily. And then you can just stitch it.
Are you holding the back of that once it's gone through, are you?
I will do, yeah.
Okay.
At the minute, it just feeds through.
It's just staying there, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just feeds through quite easily.
Oh, right, and you're going to, right, okay.
And then I'll hang on to that.
Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry,
Yeah.
hanging on to it.
Hang on to that. And then I can stitch this at whatever angle I want in place. So it will go through there. And just secure it where you want it. And then you can either use this length of wire to wrap some more, or you can push the end in and the end will hide nicely between those wires there and disappear, and you can trim it off then with your flush cutters.
If you're lucky enough to have the flush cutters.
If you're lucky enough to have them, yeah.
Sold out the other day as well. Lots of people are asking for the silver wire. Can we have the silver wire? Yes, you can. 0.4, 1 mil, and 6 again for you. 10 metres of each, 30 metres in total. One teeny weeny price tag. I think you know where we're going here. The last one flew out, so we're going to give you a very similar deal. A phenomenal saving. KWGC69 should be $11.85, which comparatively is wonderful. But we're going to give you a much better deal, just £8.90. You've got sterling silver on copper. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's not right. It didn't take it down for you. Just trying to fix it. Graphical hiccup. Graphical hiccup. They will be $8.90. We're just sorting that out for you. I'll let you know when it's done. So at just £8.90 is what you're going to pay for the 3 reels of wire. There we are. 0.4, 0.6 and 1 mil. Excuse me. So Deb, I will bring you the graphics for that, and it is $8.90, but for some reason the computer says no.
It's broken.
It's broken.
Can't argue with the computer.
Don't look at me for computers. I'm just getting my head around a calculator.
Yeah, mobile phone's bad
I
enough.
really can't work a calculator. That MRC button gets me every time. Don't even ask me what the tick does.
I don't know what that does, so I ignore it. It's
graphics are back in there, they're working. 890, KWG C69, 3 reels, 30 metres, and loads of you enjoying this deal. A lot of you actually multi-buying on this one. Anonymous in Greater London, 3 for you. Congratulations to everybody who's managed to snap that one up. And I'm seeing many, many, many multi-buyers. If you love your wire work, this is definitely one for you. Let us know how you're doing on Wicked Wednesday. I've got a text question for you. I just realised as you were doing that demo, something reminded me of piñatas. I don't know what it was. And then I had a panic because I thought, I haven't done a piñata for Max's birthday. Can I make one out of paper mache?
No, it'll take you forever.
I like paper mache. It'll take me forever.
You could.
Just a big balloon one and fill it with sweets.
Yeah. Because it wouldn't need to be very thick,
tissue paper, I could paper mache it with, because you need to bash it.
Yep.
Could I do that?
Or kitchen roll or something works.
Hang it upside down on the tree. Would it work? I ask you, jewellery makers.
I think
I've only
it
got
would.
until Saturday.
What's the day today? Wednesday.
I was thinking it in my head. Oh my gosh! You know when you think I've forgotten something, an alarm went off in my head. I must have set it a long time ago.
You could paint it like a football.
That's why. Yes. It's like my Tina Turner dance then.
Okay.
It's not about piñatas, jewellery makers, but I know everybody's crafty.
You could do it. We want to see photos though.
Yeah, I've got me grapefruit ready to turn upside down, stick pineapple and cheese in an 80s buffet style.
That's going to be brilliant.
I know, I love parties. I love wire too. You're all going crazy for this. KWGC 69. Okay, where are we, Deborah?
Okay, we're flipping to the other end because all you do
Did you just poke me with a tweezer? That was on screen.
Orders of Chloe.
Sorry, Chloe. So on this, you basically just play with your wire and work out your shape until you've got something that you like. Stitching it in place, you can see sort of stitching here, stitched in here, just to hold it all so it's secure and doesn't move. Okay, so once you've got all 3 of your gemstone clusters on here, again, just the wires that are coming through, form them into scrolls and wrap with the different gauges, and that'll finish that all off. And at the end here, what I did was fold back the 1mm wire to form a loop, twist it together, and then wrap where the tail meets the wire going round to hide the end. So that's hidden in there somewhere now.
And you could at this point actually make this into a hook.
Yeah,
hook
and
it
it'll
on
hook into
should
the
you
back.
want to.
Or you could hang sort of a gemstone
like
from there, like
Karen
a
Crawford
drop.
did in her DVD one. She's got drops on her talk one. It's really pretty.
Yeah, works really well then. So jump into the other end. We've got this wrapping going around the stone. So I thought I'll show you that bit.
Yes, please. Oh, that's like chainmail. It looks like, doesn't it?
It does a bit. Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah. But again, it's a dead easy weave that everybody should know.
Dead easy.
Dead easy.
I like that. I haven't heard that
if
in ages.
not easier. So we've got our 3 wires coming down to the end. The centre wire, I folded back, and that then was ended. So I had 2 wires. That didn't make sense. That was really elegant.
You put it around the centre wire, but then the centre wire came to a point of finish.
Yeah.
It did make sense.
Fold it back, and that's neat and tidy then. So then it's just a figure of 8 weave.
Like a fishtail.
Yep, backwards and forwards through the 2 outside wires. Okay, so once you've got that, what we do is bend it round and it'll form like a cage. So then 1 wire that side of your torque, 1 wire this side, and pull it down, and it forms then almost like a bezel setting, so you can put your stone in here, Okay, so using the 0.6 that you've used to weave the section, thread your gemstone on, come back through your weaving on the opposite side, that's it, pull it, and then that's secured in the centre there, and then all you need to do is the tails here, wrap them around a couple of times just to make sure it's secure and tight and it's not going anywhere. Okay, sorry if I'm flapping the end around and scratching you there, Jenny. Okay, so also these you can then wrap with your wires and use that to decorate the outside of your setting. Okay. So because this wire then coming through is exactly the same gauge as the one you've used to weave, you can tuck it around and stitch it through so that you can tidy it up and cut off the tail. That's it. And it disappears. So then it's just a question of playing and making pretty patterns going around the outside of your
It's really secure in
setting.
there though, isn't it?
It is, yeah, yeah. I can't get that through again, so we'll just... It's doing it at a funny angle, isn't it, as well? You just then... Hang on. I can see the gap where I want it to go and it doesn't want to go. You will go. You will go through that hole. You have to talk to it in a stern voice and then it sometimes works. But not on Wicked Wednesday.
Come on, be firmer
Okay.
with the wire.
Yay!
Well, I don't think it would have mattered if you hadn't got that in there because it does look pretty firm in.
It is, but I wanted the end to come through and down just to get it out the way. There we go. Bob's your auntie.
Fantastic.
That's secured
Bob's
in
your
there.
auntie.
I don't know why I say that. It's a bit odd, isn't it?
No, it makes perfect sense.
There we go. Right. So again, you can either add scrolls in or wrap using your different gauges, and that's it finished. Doesn't look like the one on the bus though, does it?
Well, on a larger scale, then you trim your ends off.
Trim the ends off, tidy it up.
And you will then be able to
And then-
achieve what Deb's got here. And you've got the ring, which is done in a similar way as well. So after the break, I am going to be catching up with you, and we've got some phenomenal deals. We've got a toolkit coming up for you. We've got the mesh again. We're going to catch up. Oh, you haven't had any time with that mesh, have you? We're going to give
Not much.
Deb some time with the mesh. We'll be back after this.
Here at JewelleryMaker, our in-house gemologists don't just check and verify the gemstones, but they give the final seal of quality control.
Add a mystery gift to your order today and you'll receive a surprise full of fantastic treats and goodies with a huge saving guaranteed. Check out our online reviews from JewelleryMaker customers who have previously purchased one of these mystery gifts. Go on, treat yourself with a little gift.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with JewelleryMaker.
If you have a question or query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Come and join guest designer Natalia Coleman and learn how to use fashion leather to create stunning pieces of jewellery. Natalia will guide you through the process of working with the leather to create 4 unique and different designs. This workshop is perfect for beginners. No previous experience of jewellery making is necessary. The full course includes a selection of leather sheets, a variety of leather findings, use of gold, silver or copper coated wire, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and museum, and a chance to visit the shop. All of this for just £99.95. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Welcome back, you're watching Designer Inspiration on Wicked Wednesday. Wednesday's one of those days, isn't it? It's not quite Sunday, it's not quite Friday. It's somewhere annoyingly in the middle.
It's just Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, the day that the nation normally enjoys a spaghetti bolognese for dinner. Did you know that? Wednesday is the day for spaghetti bolognese.
I didn't know that.
Well, do you know what? Tonight I might just have one of them spaghetti bologneses. You're going to have caviar, are you? Lovely. Right. Have a look. I don't actually really like caviar that much. It's all right. My son's got a liking for lobster.
Ooh.
And every time we go out for dinner, he asks for lobster and clams. He loves seafood.
How fantastic.
For a 9-year-old boy, and I actually get people in the restaurant saying, oh my God, I can't believe it. We go to the same Italian restaurant because he wants lobster with clams and prawns, and it has those mini octopuses in it. Squids. He loves them. Even with their legs. Loves it.
No.
Have a look at what's coming up for you. Won't eat a lumpy yoghurt though. Funny lad. I love these. I love them. They're gorgeous. Can we do them now? Can we do them now or not yet? Let's give you a starter. Oh, I want to go out for dinner now. Have a look. These rubies. Gemma Crow's got this strand. Gemma Crow's mum's getting married on Saturday. I'm wishing her lots of luck, Gem. Have a look at this strand. It's gorgeous. It's ruby. It's beautiful. Now, it's one of our high-end strands, of course. It's a Gems of Distinction strand. I've got another strand that's going to go really, really well with this. What are you like? Why? What are you saying? What you want me to guess how much this is going to be? Why? Okay, $24.95. Is that wrong? Is it more than that? $29.95. Beautiful ruby. Now, actually, on this strand, you have got some pink sapphires on here. I love this because he's playing how much to everybody. What are you going to do? Shall I say what Chloe just said? Chloe said $17.95. Have you seen this before? She said because I said 24 and he didn't flinch, so she took it down. It's ruby. It's July. Is it genuine ruby? Yes. July's birth gemstone. Well, it's ruby. Scott, you've got 25 carats of it. It's never going. What are you going to say?
What am I going to say? Oh, I was just thinking because you have rubies. Yeah.
It's your birthstone.
That's what I thought when you said ruby. I was like, oh.
Right, you probably weren't listening to what anybody else said. No, he wasn't listening, it's true. All right then, now you haven't heard what Chloe said, you haven't heard what I said. How much would you put on a strand of ruby?
How much would I put on a strand of ruby?
Yeah, beautiful, look at these. How much would you pay? Jewellery maker price, let's not go mad.
Jewellery maker price. I don't know, 20.
20 something, he's saying?
Between 20 and 40 at most.
Between 20 and 40 at most, he's saying, is our ballpark fit. Well, actually, you're giggling at that, but actually you're right. Because we have seen really expensive ruby, and we have seen it for about £20. Now, Chloe guessed £17.95 because I guessed £24.95, and she thinks that it's going lower. All right, now hang on a minute, there's only 10 of these. Just tell me how much it is. You're driving me crazy.
Ah.
Are you for... But how can I possibly give anybody the strand that I'm going to give you, like this one, like that's never going to go for that price tag. Unbelievable. 300 went. Okay, I think that it was a mistake. This price tag, according to rumour in Jewellery Maker, was put on as a mistake, and it was 300 of them sold, and we've got the last couple. But that mistake is then going to make us pay for any further price tags. You're not going to see ruby at this price tag. It's not a regular thing. You are seeing it now. There's only one thing to do, and that's multi-bloom in buy. VPV X white. Why are there even 5 left? It's ruby. It's £9.95. Genuine ruby. Gorgeous ruby. Unbelievable. I would definitely be putting these in earrings. I would absolutely be getting these valued. This is phenomenal. I think Mark Smith's looking at that and going, yes, he is. Look, Mark's like...
He's laughing now.
£9.95 for ruby, Mark. You've got this strand. He's got it. Did you see it? Oh, you're on the phone. He's on the phone now getting it.
He bought it.
He's on the phone getting this. Let me see. No, he comes up as anonymous in Oxfordshire. You little rascal. It's all going off in the... Look at him. I like the beard. Very George Michael, in a good way. 2 gone. I like him with that beard. Very sexy with the beard, Mark. He's not safe in this building with all these women. On the Late Show tonight, Sir Marky McBarkey. All the way from Whitney. Am I doing this one now? I don't even want to know what you're doing because no. Danny, what are you... All right, Mark, keep your phone out, love, because this one, look what you've got. Emerald, sapphire, and ruby, 1 strand, and Danny's saying, how can I possibly not give you this for a crazy price after the last one? WLV X74. Right, I'm going to go with £19. You're going to go 5 because it's sapphire. 24 you're going. No, because you just said, how could you stick? How could you not give a crazy price? Did I go too low? And look, Sir Mark is pressing buttons on phones in the next room, thinking that we can't see him, but we can. Big Jewellery Maker's always watching you, Mark. I think we should do... In the dairy room, Mark is getting his phone out. He can't believe that he's going on air tonight without ordering this strand. Sharon, you've got yours, and Philip has got 2. Loads of you there. It's unbelievable. 7. Did that for you, Mark. 4 chances this is going to absolutely go. About 100 people are going to miss out by the looks of you on the phone lines. That was your... calculating there, Danny. 0, gone, sold out. Where did you get those from? What do you mean even know? Where did you even get those from? What have you been doing? I might have to explain, says Danny in my ear, that was ridiculous and doesn't normally happen. Yeah, all right, that was ridiculous and doesn't normally happen. Makes me sound professional. Because you know I do always strive to sound nothing but professional. Me and Marley. Meow. Merle of the Merlot clan.
That's Lord Bentley.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Lord Merle.
That's my lord.
Apparently Laura Bindings used this strand in a very imaginative way. And if the way she was dressed as Kiss at the weekend is anything to go by, it will
awesome,
be.
Yes.
Look at this. It's like my grandma handed down to me an antique gilded mirror that's in my bathroom. It's beautiful, and I get all those colours. And every time people go into my bathroom, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that mirror!" Because my grandma got it for me, and which actually she had it and then gave it to me. Amazing, and it just reminds me of that. Look at all of these wonderful, rich, mermaidial colours. They're almost like a fantasy strand of the colours of treasure. This is about fantasy. This is about that Lord of the Rings fantasy. This is very classy. I don't want you, like a magical, wonderful, ethereal beauty that you're getting from this. I just love it. The golds and the deep, rich sunset tones, and the blues and the purples and the silvers and those reddy purples, they really do it for me. And I would soutache this, I would put these in rings, I'd put them in brooches, I want to see them, I want them in a bracelet. I think these are absolutely divine. I really love these. And do you know what the thing is about this strand? It's so different to anything that you've already got in your stash. And I think that is so important. There's nothing more boring to your customers than bringing out the same exact style day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. It'd be like walking into a shop and not being excited about anything because you just know exactly what's going to be in there. This is new, it's fresh, and do you know what's so lovely? Open up your stash box and see these treasures just gleaming back at you. I think it's such a treat. They make perfect cufflinks. 9 of these, and I think this can be a very summery strand. I put it with turquoise, but I also think that it can be very, very autumnal as well. What do you reckon? Let me see if I've got some turquoise here. Ooh. Bit of pink.
Oh, that would look nice.
Oh, now I'm drinking cocktails through a straw. That is lovely. Club Tropicana drinks are free, Chloe. Fun and laughter. Look at that. But look at this as well. Ooh.
Lovely.
Oh, I got to have it. I love it. Do you know, it's just nice to see something different. It's so exciting.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting as a jewellery maker as well, because then it stimulates your brain to think differently.
Yeah.
And pick up different strands or different findings, because some yellow gold findings with that would work brilliantly with the yellow flashes that are coming off it. But then so would the rose gold or antique bronze would look fantastic.
I just think you've got a nice thick edge to these as well.
Yeah.
They're going to work well. They're going to wire work well. They're going to soutache well. They're going to behave in a certain manner. I actually think, you know how my daughter on her bed has got a pillow with all bling all over it. I'm just thinking a cushion, not a pillow.
Yeah.
These would be lovely sewn into cushions, really flouncy cushions. I love that. Curtain tie, but so anything, it's just pretty. It's so lovely to have. We've only got 19 of these. Coated multicoloured carnelian, you've got to have it. It's lush. Under £10 at £9.95. If you're a right magpie like me, then you need these. FYI, magpie family have had babies.
Baby magpies.
Baby magpies, and I've got, of course, my baby woodpeckers.
I saw a baby badger at the weekend.
Did it bite you?
No. I thought it would, but it didn't.
Did it look at you? Where was its mummy?
It was on a farm where I was staying, because my brother got married on Saturday.
Oh, congratulations, brother.
Yep. It was brilliant. It
Where
was
was
really
it?
good. Cornwall.
How
So we were
lovely.
staying on a B&B on a farm, and this badger was there, and
Well, it would just
he knew its way home. It was just
teetling
wandering
home.
around. Yeah,
Oh, I love
and then went
nature.
running off. So
I love
cute.
a bit of nature, I do. We've had a text, not a stex. I don't know what that is. Amanda in Tyne-and-Wear. I got these before and they are an amazing buy. They are amazing. Buy it, you will not regret. Sorry, it's because it's all the way over there. I can't see it. You will not, they are beautiful, aren't they?
They are.
Hello, Daryl in Dyfed. Hi, Jenny. As always, a wonderful show. Jenny, please can you say a big hello to my mummy? Her name is Vera Wills, watching today. Willis, for the very first time. Hello, Vera Willis. Mwah. Where are you calling from? Where are you texting from, Vera Willis? She's 91 and had 11. How do you even remember their names? And I am the baby. Thank you from Daryl. 11 children. Well, any woman
Wow.
who can bring up 11 children deserves a crown and a foot massage every day. Every day. Chloe's saying that I should apologise that the first time that you're watching Jewellery Maker, it's me.
Oh.
Only because you're pregnant, I won't attack you for that. You don't know what's coming out of your silly mouth. Chloe, have you forgotten anything yet, like the way home?
Or burst into tears in
Got
the middle of
baby.
the supermarket.
How many times have you cried for no reason whatsoever? Once a day.
Yeah.
Oh, preggers McSpleggers. I keep asking her really crazy pregnancy-related questions. Now, I've got these around the wrong way again. I can't read upside down, you know. Now, Chloe, are you suddenly getting boiling hot in the middle of the night? And like, oh, I can't sleep because I'm too hot. Now got a fan. We had to have a fan on last night and the blinking noise of it was keeping me blinking awake. Kept turning it off and he getting up and turning it back on again. Men.
I just opened the window.
No, we did that, but it's just,
Didn't work.
You know, the thing is about opening our windows, all the owls
Yes.
and the bats. I don't want them to fly in. Now, I'm going to give to you blue topaz. Look at that colour. We hardly ever have blue topaz. We don't have blue topaz on very often, but this is such a subtle blue. Icelandic blue, beautiful blue, November's birth gemstone, topaz. I think, do you know what, again, a lot of people know about topaz, don't they? And the brilliance that you get from topaz is wonderful, really sparkly gemstone. It's a gemstone to have more curative powers than any other gemstone. So if you're feeling a bit down in the dumps lately, under the weather, get it all over you. It's also said to ease insomnia. It's the wedding gift for the 4th and the 23rd anniversary. A gemstone that cures morning sickness. No, ginger you need for that. A ginger biscuit or just actual raw ginger have you had?
Oh yeah, ginger biscuits are good.
I never got it, so I'm all right. I ate my way through morning sickness. Beautiful bridal blue topaz, or perhaps christening blue. Chloe, if you're having a little boy. 40 carats from 5x2 to 6x4 on the graduation. It's a 16 centimetre strand that you've got. And you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee. I think these are adorable in tiaras and fascinators. This is your something blue for your bridal jewellery as well, because it's a very soft, subtle blue. Let's see if it goes with the neon apatite, which my producer, Danny... Well, do you know what? And actually, it brings out the greeny tones in it. It's beautiful. This almost looks like aquamarine, to be fair, doesn't it? Let's see about the... what about the precious strand that you just bought? Oh, that works. What about the ruby? It does give it, do you know what, actually, again, quite a Bollywood look, doesn't it? Beautiful. I always think, mix up the colours, really experiment, especially when we give you price tags, like the one we're about to give to you, FERU32. £9 and under £10 for topaz. That is a brilliant. We had topaz earlier, didn't we, with Kim's show? She said everybody was going absolutely bananas with Ed today for the topaz. This is beautiful, and it is topaz, and it is under £10, and it's got to go in your collection. We do take debit cards and credit cards. You have to have this in your life if you want something bridal blue in topaz. We only ever had 29 of these, and they're absolutely flying out. 40 carats in total. So that is a big carat weight, isn't it? Send us in your text messages. Let us know if topaz is really something that you love. Maybe it's a close to your heart gemstone. Maybe it's a birth gemstone of somebody that you love. Mix it with pearls as well. I actually think sometimes if you get somebody their children's birth gemstones, that's more precious than actually giving them their own birth gemstone.
Yeah, definitely.
What will your baby's birth gemstone be, Chloe? Is it November? Would November the what? 21st of November. Oh, that's my brother's birthday. Is it going to be a Scorpio?
Isn't that?
That's my brother's birthday. Well, it might come on that day. Mia came on her due date, bang on the due date. 9.95. FER U32. Do you know, Chloe, I do like a Scorpio. No, I don't. I think you know where you stand with a Scorpio, Chloe. My boy's a Gemini. You never know what you're going to get. Jane, Elizabeth, Susan, Andrea, and Rosalind. I am weird with star signs. I started asking Mia's friends their star signs the other day. She was going, stop!
Yeah.
People
Mum.
think you're weird when you do that.
Mum, shut up now, Mum.
See, her friends think I'm cool, but she thinks I'm extremely embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yes. £9.95. I was trying to play leapfrog with them the other day. That really did not go down well with Mia, who couldn't join in because of her back. So I was like, come on, let's all go play leapfrog. And Mia was like, just go upstairs, leave us alone. That's my daughter, who's 12. She's going to be 13 in August. She's going to be 13 in August. Stop wishing. Why are you saying like that? 13. Do I sound old when I say my children are 9 and 13? I do, don't I? Trying to scare me. Oh, yes, I chose these the other day, didn't I? Do you remember? Said to you these were gorgeous. Look at these, Deb. Now, if you've ever gone to Pandora or Links of London or Thomas Harvey, Pandora use this cart. So expensive. Reminds me of a bunch of cherries. Aren't they beautiful? I absolutely adore this cut. Checkerboard faceted to utter. Are these concave as well? Oh. Now they're being. I'd say these are not. That's not a concave cut. That's not a concave cut. It's a facet. It's a briolette cut. Yeah, we're describing this as concave, but actually these are briolettes. Briolettes are actually a lot more high end. I think they are. Do you think, Chloe? A briolette's one of the most. Well, it's one of the most difficult
quite wasteful,
cuts,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So, look at the colour on that.
I think these are absolutely heavenly and beautiful. That's an earring and pendant set right there. Or if you prefer, they can go, of course, in charms with some rose gold or some 9 carat gold. Utterly beautiful. An exclusive trio. Now these are very, very, very special. They are one of the fanciest cuts we've got. These are briolette cut, they are not concave cut as it says in the description. Briolette cut, smoky quartz, 15 carats, and you have got 2 at 13 by 8 and 1 at 15 by 10. You've got a 3-piece set of utter luxury. ZXJ K73. I do think this will be a high-end collection. They're only £12.95. I've not given you these before, and I actually thought these. I know they're from the cut collection. I actually thought these would be a lot more expensive. I thought we'd be looking above £20.
Yeah, because the size of them as well, and just the tone is all matched across the three stones. They're colour matched across, and they are beautiful as a set.
I think they're so delicate, so pretty. They're very fiery as well, aren't they?
They are.
Just gorgeous. You have to have these. They're super pretty. Smoky quartz is the national gemstone of Scotland. Isn't it gorgeous? Ali Defoy is coming up for you next. $12.95. Oh, this with the rose quartz. Stunning. Ooh. Talking of Ali Defoy, this would be a good combination, wouldn't it? Look at those together. Oh, Ali does love that. She's there. Isn't it beautiful, Ali? Isn't that gorgeous? Ali's coming up for you with Mark Smith in about 10 minutes' time, everybody. Are you doing an Ali Defoy depression in my ear there? Oh, she went out of the room and he was hoping that I would be fooled into thinking that Ali had a manly, Brummy-ish Scottish accent. She does not have a Brummy Scottish accent. Let's give you the neon apatite. I love this colour. It's very deep, it's very rich, and it's very intense. And if you love... Oh, it does remind me of holidays too. It's lagoon blue, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I'm in Thailand. Where are you? Are you in Cuba again, Tom?
I'm not going anywhere.
Have you been to Cuba?
Oh, I've been to Cuba.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is your mind in Cuba right now with this strand?
It was in Cuba.
Yeah? He left his mind in Cuba and his heart in Bromsgrove. That might be a good title of a book. I know he's from Malvern. He lives near Robert Smith from The Cure.
Do you?
Yeah, Malvern. That's where he lives.
Does he?
Yeah.
Has he still got funny hair?
Yeah, and wears makeup. He's got kids though now. They might be about a bit older now. Anyway, you don't know who Robert Smith is? Friday, I'm in love. No? The Love Cats. Do 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 do. Nothing.
He's too young.
Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, can wait. Did Chloe cut my mic then? She's a rascally type. Neon apatite, 30 carats, beautiful. It is a lagoon. We're all on holiday with this one. I'd mix it with gold. Oh, it's gorgeous. Saint-Tropez sea blue. That's what this is.
Oh, I've never been. We'll have to go.
Saint-Tropez sea blue. Definitely Thailand lagoon for me. That's my favourite memory.
I went to the Maldives a few years ago.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
Now you have trump card us with that Maldives trip.
Absolutely awesome place.
Do you know, if you want to be just taken there with the colour, then this is the strand for you. Create something with sunny yellows, sandy whites, beautiful and fresh golds. WBN V75, 30 carats in total, beautiful. Neon apatite. For I would put this actually with a ruby. Ooh la la. You want this one? This one? Yeah, I thought those looked lovely together. Oh, yeah, we're on the beach now. Long way away for you now, Chloe. You're going where? Going to Dubai? As pregnant as you are? Just saying. She was on a treadmill yesterday.
Well,
you want to keep yourself, my name's Jenny, not Ali. Just keep yourself steady, will you, girl? $11.95. You allowed to? These are good together. Aren't they gorgeous?
The strength of colour matches it,
Ooh.
doesn't it? It's lovely.
Blue raspberry, that colour is, isn't it? Mm. I love a blue raspberry slush puppy, do you?
I've never had one.
You've never had a slush puppy of blue raspberry?
No.
You ever had a slush puppy?
No.
Somebody go and get Debbie a slush puppy. She's never had one. I want to experience her. She's never had a melted marshmallow or a slush puppy. I love first experiences. Like I gave the book Riders by Jilly Cooper to someone the other day.
Not read that either.
And I couldn't wait for them to just get addicted. Now, which one? This one? Ooh. I've got them, Danny. Now, my little dears, my little darlings, have a look at these beautiful duo that I'm going to give you. Now, of course, we're seeing two different qualities here in aquamarine. Now, these aquamarines are going to give you the size that you want. Some of them are going to give you clarity, and they're going to give you options with all your designs. And this little piggy is going to go wee, wee, wee all the way to the bank. Look how high-end and expensive looking these are. Get them valued. Absolutely stunning. I would pay $24.90 just for this strand alone. Absolutely breathtaking, isn't it? That's the strand you're going to pick if it's your wedding day. That is the strand that you want, clustered. Beautiful. And I would only ever use this with sterling silver or gold. Absolutely stunning. And that is not to say that the drops aren't stunning too, because they are. They're just going to do so many different things. You can wire tiara twist these ones, put them in your fascinators, your tiaras, your crown style pieces. You know what? I'm going to give you the most phenomenal price tag for the two. March's birth gemstone. A gemstone is said to reignite the flames of love and to bind a marriage. YNG C42. $24.90 is not what you're paying today, but I think I'd be happy to pay that just for this strand, wouldn't you? I think I would. Witch drops. These ones are brand spanking new. You've never seen them before, and Danny is just having a little bit of a word with himself because he's not really supposed to be dropping price tags of anything that's brand spanking new, but he's a maverick if nothing else. £19.90 is all you're paying. Hop on board, grab these quickly. This is the gemstone of romance. It's a gemstone that's said to be very much associated with the sea god of Neptune. Men at sea would offer their aquamarines overboard during a storm. I love all these facts, these myth and legend that you get for March's birth gemstone. I think it's absolutely essential if you are thinking about creating bridal pieces. I think these would look phenomenal with some white pearls. You've got look at the glow from the colour. It's so fresh. It's so beautiful. And do you know what it's going to go with? Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? You know, sometimes we need to just take a step back and create delicate, pretty pieces. Not chunky, not right out there, not overdone, not too much this, that, or the other. Just delicate, soft, beautiful, feminine, sophisticated pieces. Andrea, you've got yours. Sharon, you've got yours. Tina, Rosalind. Stop everything. We've got a jewellery maker in California getting these two. A huge welcome, and I'm extremely jealous that you're shopping all the way from California. Diane's come through from Carmarthenshire. Hello, Diane. It's great to see you all on my screens. Much love to you all. Under £20 with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you are shopping from abroad, from the UK, on the right-hand side of your screen, just click on the drop-down menu and it will change your currency for you. 19.90, 1 PMP. Phenomenal value. Do get the certificate of authenticity in case you want to get anything valued. I'm going to give you a refresher on Deb's challenge today. Now I did open one of them because I wanted to show you what they did. We've got wire mesh. I'm going to give you the DVD, and I'm going to give you, it's 18 meters in width, all of them are, not meters, millimeters, 18 millimeters in width. I've got the silver. You're going to get the DVD, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. Silver, gold, and bronze mesh, a meter of each. We're not meshing about. £10.90 for the wire mesh DVD and 3 lots of mesh in different colours. The wire mesh DVD put together by the phenomenally talented Gemma Crow, who has helped actually select the newer styles, and you get the pots with this as well. We're going to saunter over to Debbie and see. Now, this is the first time. The reason we wanted to give this to Debbie is I said to Deb actually said to me, I don't know about mesh for my challenge, Jenny. I've never seen it before. And I said, actually, that's a good thing. I want you to give everybody your insight. Let's go over to Deb's. Your insight on how to, in fact, use mesh for the very first time. And it might be that you've got certain questions. Let's have a look at the challenge piece. For the first, you've used it for the first time. You've created the most beautiful fascinator. How stunning. Now, you'll have to look at this in a second. We're just bringing the camera in. It's very delicate, and do you know what? You've made a big piece, and it's super lightweight. Mesh is lightweight. So much easier than wire, isn't it?
I think it's different in that it's a textile type feel to it, but then you can pull it and manipulate it into a cord.
Now we pulled it through the drawer. You've pulled it, sorry, through the drawer plate.
I just manipulated that with my fingers. I couldn't find a drawer plate, but I'd seen it somewhere done. But I couldn't find it, so I thought, right, I'll see if I can get the same sort of finish. So if you keep pulling it through your fingers and squeezing it tighter, eventually you'll get it down. So it's like pulling it through the drawer plate. But
it's so easy.
And
oh, you've made a beautiful necklace as well. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, I just need to attach a chain.
Hang on, I'm just going to put it against this black bust, actually, if that's all right.
Good idea. But it's so dramatic, but it's lightweight. I just need to attach a chain to it.
Beautiful.
And then it's sorted.
Don't forget, you get the DVD with your challenge as well, kit as well. We got a quick text for you. What is the gems over the 27th anniversary? Was it? Is it Peridot? It's Peridot, I think. I'll let you know. Now we gotta go. Mark Smith is up next with the wonderful Ali. Please don't go anywhere. They've got some they've got some great pieces for you. Mark's looking quite hot today, everybody. You're gonna want to tune in. Don't go anywhere. If you want a little bit of Jewellery Maker man candy, he's coming up for you. If you want a bit of Jewellery Maker lady candy, she's coming up for you too. I now say thank you to Deb.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you, darling. We're gonna hand you over to that hot duo. It's Ali and Mark.
Once the gemstones leave the laboratory, it's then down to the quality control process. This is a really stringent process which is completed by Raleigh and by Ithaca. Random strands are taken from each one of the lots, and you get the average size, carat weight and length of each strand. And this is done so that you know the information that you see on your screens is correct.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford for this exciting polymer clay accessories DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of projects, including pen tops, charms, badges, buttons, and how to create the animal print look. This DVD is ideal for all levels and great to have some fun with the kids. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Start with a ball-headed earring wire. Taking your round nose pliers, make a loop at the bottom of the head pin. Turn the wire around and then taking your flat nose pliers, push the wire towards the ball at the front. You will then have a right angle. Again, taking your round nose pliers, place them into the right angle and push all the way over. You will then have your finished shepherd hook.
The Collector's Choice features high-caliber gemstones which are prized for their outstanding attributes. They could be examples of rare gemstones, gemstones of pure clarity or exceptional quality. They're all hand-faceted by our experienced lapidarists in our cutting houses in the heart of Jaipur. This maximises the brilliance and lustre of the gemstones. The Collector's Choice from JewelleryMaker.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all